All right, so we're gonna jump into the.
I just look at your stream, right?
Yeah, just look at my stream. I think this is game one, and they're against FPX.
Okay, I think that's kind of over.
Alright, I'm gonna ask him, is this game one? I want to see if this is game one of this clash.
I thought you were joking about the FPX thing, and then I look at.
Jesus Christ, dude. That's that's intimidation factor right there. That's how you know.
Just from the nameplates alone, I say the red team is favored.
Yeah, for sure. But how embarrassing would it be if they just get clapped right here? Actually, they have some interesting. Well, so it's Clash. Clash isn't lined up in the same way as ranked, so it's not sorted by roles. So it's going to be Trent top against Diana top, I'm assuming here. No, Malphite top. That's Malphite. I thought that was Alistar. I don't know why.
Okay.
So, quick confession. I didn't actually watch last year's World Final, so I have no idea who's on where in FPX. I just know Dwayne B's mid.
Crisp is support, Tian's
Okay.
jungle, Gimgun top.
Okay, so Gimgun is top. God, how hilarious would it be if I just called them by their names as if this was FPX?
Wait, they have two Tians. There's no LWX.
Oh, yeah, you're right. No, LWX got benched. There we go.
For another Tian.
Yeah, for another, they figured out cloning, so they cloned Tian and put them at ADC. Alright, so
Okay,
we're gonna have, so we'll go over the matchups here. We're gonna have, I'm gonna reorganize.
Can you
everything.
reorganize the?
Yeah. So we're gonna have Tryndamere top against the Malphite top. Their jungle is gonna be Olaf Amumu matchup, which according to you is not balanced.
Not balanced.
Yeah, not a balanced character at all. Alright.
Both characters are not balanced.
Oh, Lux started Q here. They're gonna go for an early invade. They're not gonna find anything here. FPX is forced to retreat from the Lux binding.
Hey Logan, looking at matchups, what matchups stick out to you this game?
The matchups I'm... Oh wait, this is not organized. The matchups I'm interested in here is actually the jungle matchup. Olaf definitely has the ability to be extremely proactive in the early game. And it's something that Amumu really has to try to match because he can actually get these lanes rolling. Especially, top lane is actually favored towards Malphite. Mid lane can be swung really easily if you get the Diana rolling, and bot lane is pretty snowbally as well. So if the Olaf is proactive enough, red team can actually just roll over the game. Especially when you just look at the top matchup. Tryndamere really doesn't stand a chance against killing Malphite, especially now the Grasp one.
Other than Amumu, I always say blue team doesn't have really like hard engager and hard CC to stop the dives.
Yeah, but this is good. For once I have a color caster, so I can do play-by-play.
Yes.
My co-casters in the past don't necessarily have color experience. You're definitely more analytical.
Thank you. You can focus on your primary duty then.
In the early game, it's boring as hell. Even in Clash, there's very little action. This is where I try to like think up something to talk about. But here we can just talk about matchups. So like you play bot lane a lot. What do you think is the matchup here between Nami and Nami Jinx and Leona Lucian?
Definitely, you gotta be careful for red team level 2. Leona Lucian's probably the strongest level 2 duo.
Right.
You get the Zenith Blade on.
There it is.
Oh,
that's an early flash.
You have to respect that. That was a good.
For sure.
Yeah, that's a very volatile matchup. If Lucian ever gets ahead, he just runs over the game.
Yeah, so for me, like when I think of the Lucian Leona lane, it's definitely a lane that takes over early and then just snowballs that into mid-game dominance.
Right.
But if you look at blue team, you have Jinx, Nami. What do you hope to get out of that lane? Like, what is your end game there?
Definitely, I prefer Jinx Nami in the late game. You know, Jinx is an amazing hyper carry.
Right.
With Nami backing her up too. It's all about surviving the early game in lane, and hopefully you don't snowball too hard. The enemy doesn't snowball too hard in the mid game.
Right, but like in a world like this, when you're thinking about running enchanter bots, is Nami the perfect pick here for Jinx, or should there be some other picks as well? That's probably better for her.
Another option could have been a Lulu or Janna.
Right, for sure.
I say those are better peels for Jinx, but Nami just makes the lane phase better with her healing and her E.
Right. And top lane here, you do see Malphite kind of shoving in the Tryndamere. Let's go up top real quick. This is kind of to be expected. He actually hasn't used the corrupting pot charge yet, which is amazing. He's full health still, so it seems like a pretty passive lane up there. Oh, that Zenith Blade just whiffed.
Blue team's doing a good job of avoiding the aggression right now.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot about their early game power. Oh, Amumu? No, Amumu, it's not. It's Olaf here. Amumu actually reset for Blue Smite.
How do you like Blue Smite? You play jungle quite a bit.
I don't. What? I don't jungle.
You play more than me. You play more than me.
I mean, I just play Kindred.
Okay, how do you feel about Blue Smite versus Red Smite in this game?
I feel like you should go blue here for Amumu. Actually, Olaf here will want blue as well because you want to run these people down. There's not really a case for building Red Smite unless you're specifically trying to fight like Tryndamere or something. Olaf definitely has the damage to beat Amumu, so he doesn't really need the extra damage from red. So here's the thing. Red Smite out-damages blue within 2 ticks. Like, blue Smite does very little damage compared to red. But the problem is, and a lot of people misuse this, Red Smite doesn't actually do damage until you damage them. So I see a lot of people like Red Smiting last as if it was blue Smite, and then it just does nothing. You have to start every fight with Red Smite. It's actually an insanely good smite for 1v1 matchups. It reduces the enemy's damage output against you, and you burn them on every tick that you deal damage to them. So if you end the fight with that, it's just completely wasted. But if you start it, it's going to essentially win you 1v1s that you probably wouldn't be able to win otherwise. And you actually use those, like people who use Red Smite last pretend like it's blue, because usually blue Smite last either as a finisher or just to slow them so you can deliver like one more hit or something. But that's definitely the opposite of how you want to use that as opposed to red. So Amumu here does go for the blue Smite, which I think is good. You do want blue Smite here to land a slow, guarantee a banish toss or something. I don't think there's a case for Amumu to run Red Smite either, because he doesn't find himself in that many duels.
I'm really impressed by the blue team solo laners. They're keeping up in CS.
Yeah, for sure. Well, oh no, but the Leona flash forward, this is going to be an all-in. First blood goes to Tian's clone.
See, that's the power of Lucian Leona.
Yeah, definitely.
So much burst damage.
Didn't respect the Leona flash either. She just kind of walked off, smited, and smacked the Jinx with her shield. And not only do they now have a 2v2 solo kill, but now Jinx is so far behind in CS. And they're gonna lose this cannon wave. Jinx is not gonna make it back in time. That's gonna be like additional nice CS down the drain. Oh, Tian's gonna walk into the Tryndamere here. He's gonna proc lethal tempo. This is not Red Smite, this is Blue Smite. Tryndamere is level 6. He's gonna scream. He's too angry to die. And Olaf's gonna be forced over the wall. He's gonna flash over. And here he comes. He's running away, but he runs right into a Diana. The Q does find it, but she Lunar Rush first, so there's no reset. Tryndamere will make it out. I think that was a misplay from DUR0N B. DUR0N B started that combo with Lunar Rush. So after landing the Q, she couldn't dash in again. So
DUR0N B also had flash ulti if he really wanted to.
Yeah, I think that she didn't know where Lux was and she was afraid of flashing into a binding or something. But in that situation, I don't think she should be that afraid. It's pretty much a guaranteed kill on Trend. You saw his ultimate being blown. You saw him flash. I think they definitely missed out a kill there. A missed execution from red team. But he is going to get rewarded here with 1 plate and approximately 2 mini wave here, leading over Lux.
Did Malphite back yet?
I don't think he has. Let's check the gold.
Yeah,
he hasn't backed. That's starting gold right there. Like, he's holding gold. You subtract total, that's his starting gold. He hasn't backed. He hasn't TP'd back to lane either. Well, he hasn't TP'd anywhere.
I feel like if Malphite backed, bought a Bramble Vest or something, it would just make the Trend's life hell.
He's still straight up beating the Tryndamere right now. Even with no light. Oh, here comes the Zenith Blade. The stun goes down on the Jinx. There's so much damage coming out from Piercing Light. Chompers will slow down the Lucian. Jinx does make it out, but she has to flash.
That's a good chunk from red team.
Very good chunk. And now Jinx probably can't stay in the lane anymore. It's gonna be it's Pickaxe against BF Sword. She's very far behind in this lane right now. And the Mumu and Olaf both have yet to make a move, I believe.
Okay, here's a question I have for you, Logan. If both junglers just hard farm the game, who do you favor more?
I favor Mumu in that context. Olaf shouldn't be doing this. Like, there are a lot of opportunities. Like, even now, when your lanes are winning, just join one of them and kill plates. Olaf can do that.
Or they could force tower dives. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The bot lane is really ahead for red team.
Yeah,
If Olaf
exactly.
comes bot.
I don't think Olaf has a case here to be dormant, especially when all your lanes are winning. You should either hard pressure onto the Amumu or start trying to seriously force sieges. Otherwise, you're not really making that good use of your team. But here comes Leon, and Leon's gonna die to the Amumu. Amumu's gonna pop Curse of the Sand Mummy, and Olaf is gonna scream and ult. He's so big, but the rocket kills him off. Lucian finishes off Nami in the backline. And now here comes the Lux and Jinx are gonna try to get the pincer onto the Lucian. He doesn't have calling, he doesn't have flash, but he does have a heal. Meanwhile, top lane here, Malphite's gonna get stopped up by the Tryndamere, but bot lane, we're gonna have a fight here. Diana's gonna rotate in as well. Binding Will Whiff, 2-man Moonfall coming down. Jinx takes so much damage, she's gonna die immediately. And Lux will just have to run away from that fight. She can't stay in there anymore.
Oh my god. That was an amazing team fight. You see Eric diving in, getting the kills, Jinx getting a good bounty, I believe. She got
it was a shutdown on the Olaf. He was
Yes.
she got 300 gold. There was no shutdown, yeah.
That's really huge for Jinx. Getting a kill.
The problem is they gave 2 back to the Lucian.
Another thing that surprises me is why is Gimgoon not recalling?
this Tryndamere is not letting him back. Oh, this might be Malphite dying
punish
here.
this guy.
Tryndamere.
Punish him.
Wait, he has ultimate. Dive! Dive him! He has ultimate.
See, I hate veganism. This is Malphite is a definition of veganism right now.
Okay, but this Tryndamere is straight up a carnivore. He's not going for it. Like, he has ultimate. Why did he back off there? I don't understand. And now he's gonna back. He's gonna pick up Bombies and he's gonna pick up Bramble Vest. And he's so dead. He has ultimate, but he doesn't even pop it. His Arky is broken. What the heck?
Oh. I totally agree with you. I think he should have taken that dive 100%. I believe the Malphite before
not diving him killed him because Malphite immediately resets and TP back. If he had to go to death timers, he makes it out for sure.
I'm pretty sure that Malphite had no mana too.
Yeah. Okay, 2-man stun here, but here comes a 2-man moonfall. Nami will die us up, but Jinx will die alone, and Nami's stuck in the pit. She doesn't have flash. She's just trapped in there. The laser will not kill Tien's clone. So Lucian walks away 4-0-1. They do secure the dragon, and the Mumu starts that fight with a 2-man ultimate, but it's not enough. Red team finds another win.
Now that Malphite picks up his Bomby Cinders and Bramble Vest, do you think
it's over?
Tryndamere ever wins the side lane again?
I think it's over for Tryndamere. There's no chance for him. Like, who did this draft? Did they blind pick Tryndamere? They just allowed the Malphite into him. This is a disgusting draft here by blue team. Because here's the thing, what's your end game against a Diana Lucian? This blue team is not built to kill a Diana Lucian. They can barely kill Leona.
That is true. Jinx is not one of the tank shredder ADs.
Yeah. Lux is definitely also not like a sustained AP damage threat. She just lasers once and then that's it. So Tryndamere here, I think this is a game where Tryndamere can kind of safely stack armor. He's not. Health-based tanks, well, health armor-based tanks are rarely afraid of Lux bursting them. Lux isn't really built to kill those kind of characters. And you're gonna have Olaf and Malphite in the front line. That's essentially free to walk about because the blue team just doesn't have that much sustained AP threat. So they just stack armor, sit in the front. Tryndamere, Jinx can't kill them, and it's over. If there was like a task. Like imagine if that was a Syndra and mid. Maybe then that will probably.
Or even Cassiopeia. I really would prefer the Cassiopeia.
Cassiopeia, Cassidy, and Syndra. Any sort of sustained AP threat. Not a Lux that's about to get solo killed. Oh, good flash though. Here comes the laser. Doink B is gonna die to the tower.
That's a good play from Kona Nui. Good play.
What's the Konanui skin coming out for next world. They just outplayed Dwayne B at mid lane.
FPX washed.
So washed up, they're playing an NA Clash. I'm pretty sure this is also a tier 4 game, so because I think that was Eric's ranking last time he was in the Clash game.
Eric is just boosting his friends right now.
I see.
Eric is actually a Smurf in real life.
Right. But he only has one account. Well, one account that he plays on. But he's so good, he's smurfing even on his main. Alright, so Lucian here is actually the first player
Lucian's
in this game.
Second item QSS.
Right, he's really afraid of something, I guess. Like, they do have a lot of CC lockdown, but nothing that he should be extremely afraid of to QSS second. He skipped boots for that. Because the thing is, he can't just QSS one thing. If he QSS Bandage Toss, there's an immediate Amumu ultimate following up. If you QSS Binding, there's probably other CC to follow up as well. I don't get the point of second QSS item here.
I would have preferred to see Lucian go another damage item.
Yeah.
Since he's so far ahead right now.
Like,
Right
this
now,
is
by buying the QSS, he doesn't really further his lead.
This is an extreme level of CC paranoia here. Like, I'm surprised he didn't take Cleanse with how afraid he is of blue team CC for some reason.
Probably has some Vietnam flashbacks.
I'm tired of CC. Oh, but here comes the Jinx Rocket. It's not gonna find the kill, but it takes a huge chunk.
Oh,
here comes the Lux. The Nami tidal wave, it catches Lucian. Cleanse does not get you out of that one. But here comes the Amumu. He does have flash, but he's not gonna go for the Curse of the Sand.
That was a beautiful Nami ult.
Yeah, that tidal wave catches
Long
Lucian
range.
just on the tip. But meanwhile, because they sent 4-man bot at a time when the wave was really bad, Diana kills first tower.
As you know, Diana with the passive
Yeah,
gets
this
insane attack speed.
weave spells in. You get, I believe, 60% attack speed, was it? Let me check. 25. No. Triple, so 75% bonus attack speed after casting a spell. You can see here, Amumu actually leading the team in CS. Because he's just been farming all game. He's actually quite strong right now. He has Tab Ice, which is the correct item here.
What do you think Mumu should have built a second item now? Do you
Right
think
now,
he goes the
should.
Audrey's route?
I think he should go for Abyssal Mask here. They desperately need some sort of magic damage, even from a tank. If he outlasts their frontline, Despair can do just a ton of damage over time. If he goes here for the... Because he's also quite fed in terms of CS, and just KDA in general. He can definitely afford to go mask into Liandry's to do damage and be an AP threat that Lux can't be. Oh, but here comes the re-engage. The rocket kills off the Olaf, but the Diana is diving in. She doesn't have Moonfall. Leona will come and back her up. But there will be no kill.
Turn from Eric.
Yeah, there was a good turn from the Amumu, but Lux does die there, and so does Nami. See, when enchanters fall this far behind in lane, they just kind of turn into free sushi. They don't usually build tanky, and if you're behind in levels, it's really hard for you to stay alive.
I feel like burst damage from the Lux is not going to do anything to the enemy team.
Yeah, they don't even have to itemize against MR to withstand her burst. In general, Lux is not necessarily a good burst champion. Her value as a champion mostly comes from her pick potential. Light Binding is her real ultimate.
Ooh, check on the dragon. No one's there.
This is actually going to be a small reset here from red team. Malphite is actually, yeah, he's going the full-on armor route. He finished Sunfires, now he's going for Glacial Shroud. So he's going to get a bit more CDR there. Malphite actually runs into a lot of mana problems. It's one of the few champs that actually needs an early Shroud just to spam spells. But the lane top lane has been so passive that he didn't even need the mana. Red team's gonna start on the Drake. There's gonna be an attempt to steal, but they're not gonna get it. But here comes the team fight. Massive AoE goes down onto the front line. Tryndamere instantly melts, and now Mumu falling really low as well. He's going to be the next victim. Jinx in a 1v4. She can barely run away, and she'll just die. So far, it's 3 for 0, and a Dragon take for red team. FPX Gimgoon gonna flash right into a Light Binding, and the Olaf coming around the side. Tien's gonna find the Nami, and he's gonna kill her off. Lux is the only survivor here. Tien's clone is chasing her down, and Chris is on the side. There's nowhere for this Lux to run. Who will they give this kill to? They're gonna give it to the Leona, because why not? Gonna be a full-on ace and the dragon taken for the red team.
That right there shows the power of Malphite, Leona, Diana.
Yeah, there was just so much AoE on one spot that like frontline instantly melted. Once again, Tryndamere ultimate key broken. Didn't impress it that game or this bad fight.
Oh.
There's gonna be a two-man mocking shout. He's diving in. Oh, he found his R key. He pressed it again. Here comes the Amumu. 4-man Curse of the Sand Mummy. There are a lot of CC laying down, but the damage has just now arrived. They're not gonna find anything here, I'm pretty sure. There's no CC left. The Bandage House will not find the Lucian. There was a lot of CC blown, 2 ultimates down, but they don't even find a kill. That's definitely not the best start right now.
That barely scratched the red team's health bar.
Yeah, and you can see here, Amumu is not even done Abyssal Mask. Like, despite being, I believe he's either second or highest in income. Yeah, he's highest in total gold. He's higher than the Jinx. But he just doesn't, even he is quite poor compared to everyone on red team. Like, look at these, he second item Mercurial. He didn't even finish boots and he second item Mercurial.
Wow. That is some next level paranoia.
Diana actually second item did the death cap as well. Because, yeah, they're really fed. And there's going to be a lot of damage. How much damage is Moonfall here? Moonfall is going to do 500 damage base just on one target. Oh god. That's a scary amount of burst. Like, contrast that 500 AoE to Lux Laser right now, which is, come on, almost the same. But Moonfall is so much better of an ultimate than Final Spark in the team fight.
There is absolutely nothing Tryndamere can do against Malphite.
Look at these items he's sitting on. He has no AD. He only has attack speed.
Sitting on a Shiv.
He only has attack speed, so right now he's sitting at 160 attack damage. So let's do some quick math here. 300, what? Okay. Let me pull out my calculator here.
Has a Glacial Shroud on top of that since the
Yeah,
last time we
for
checked.
sure. Okay, let me pull out the calculator here. So, Tryndamere has 160 AD. If he crits, that's 320 damage. 320 damage into... Hold on. 320 damage into 322 armor. Tryndamere deals 76 damage on a crit against the Malphite. He almost takes as much back in reflection damage. It's gonna pop Undying Shout, but it's just gonna get him out. But here comes the flash. Solo Moonfall. DUR0N picks up a solo kill onto the Tryndamere.
That right there is why DUR0N is a world champion.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, here comes the QSS. He'll get himself out. I mean, I'm not sure if that was worth it, but I don't know why he built it so early, but when you're so fed, you can kind of throw away money and still be strong. Now, I'm not a pessimist. I generally don't like surrendering, but this is one game I definitely say there's no hope.
How about if blue team somehow gets Elder Drake?
I don't think they can even get them to 25%. Like, these fights have been so lopsided that they're kind of just throwing bodies in and then nothing. Like, there's no follow-up. You're in the fight and then you just realize you're shooting bow and arrows at the tank.
It's gonna be really up to the Jinx, the late game Jinx.
Yeah, the problem with Jinx is 22 minutes. She doesn't have Hurricane yet. Amumu's gonna get called out here. He's gonna tank so much of the calling. Flash is back over. Somebody actually stole them out there with the Blast Plant. But here comes Tien God. He's going to be rooted up. No QSS. Lux is gonna be the next victim. 2-man binding is gonna buy Lux a little bit of time. Zenith's Blade will just miss. Lux walks away. Undertow will not find it.
The Flash Undertow almost gets...
Now, hold on. We'll pause the game for a second. I'm gonna rewind a little bit. Who hit that blast cone? Who sent the Amumu in? I want to see this. Okay, so Solar Flare. Who sold this Amumu out?
I believe...
I think he hit it himself.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe he hit it himself. I think that definitely killed him. But it does... I think it does save everybody else, because it did knock the rest of red team away. Okay, so we're going to slow it back down a little bit. And watch from this point onwards. It's going to be 23 minutes in. Baron is up. Notably, no team has taken Herald this game. I do think that despite how far ahead Red Team was, they were definitely slacking a bit on the map objectives. They could have taken a lot more.
Oh, this is not even close.
Yeah, no, Tryndamere shouldn't even have tried to run in with the ultimate, but he does make it out. Oh! Okay. Lux steals away the Cloud Drake.
We have Saint Vicious on the red team.
Yeah, this Olaf apparently hates objectives this game because he hasn't really secured that many. Like, look at how ahead they are and look at... Well, no one took a Herald. And now look at the Drakes.
2 more Drakes.
Yeah.
And that's Winsole.
I don't think this game will last 10 more minutes. But it does seem like, contrary to representing the LPL apparently, these guys are very unaggressive, even with such a huge lead. This is a 9,000 gold lead. They definitely could have ended the game, I'm pretty sure, at some point. They just wanted to just group up because they can't fight you. You can just point to a tower and it will just die.
They are a walking wrecking ball that can impose the will at any time they want.
Yeah. Namu's gonna come over, taking the big chicken. It is his. He's gonna get it. Xander's Blade, oh, just barely whiffs. It seems like Red Team's being so reactive. They seem like they're unwilling to just run in unless Leona lands a Xander's Blade. But Lux might die here. Final Spark, not gonna find anything. The Xander's Blade lands on the Lux, not the Lux, the Jinx. Jinx is gonna get called down. Bubble's gonna find the Leona. So that's just randomly 2 bodies dropped for nothing.
This should be Baron.
This is Baron for sure. Baron. Even Iron 5 teams will call Baron here. So they don't have a Lux. No long range steal, no long range vision provider. Their blue Orber is down. Which, by the way, somehow Lux and not Jinx. Tryndamere's gonna try to make a split push happen down bot, but Baron's actually dropping quite slowly. It's only at 6,000.
They are 100% committed right now.
Amuma's trying to land a bandit shots in, but it's too early. There's no ward going down. Nami doesn't have words. No, she does have a ping.
Oh, Tryndamere!
He's running in. He has Undying Rage. He's gonna pop it. He's buying some time. Amumu comes in for the ultimate. He's gonna get his hit. He steals it! But there's gonna be so much slaughter in the pit. Amumu will die. Lux laser fights the Leona.
Mizuki, God!
That was a 3-for-1. That was a 3-for-1 in favor of Red Team, but they lose the Baron buff. Who has the Baron buff right now? Does Jinx have it? Jinx has it. Okay, so the 2 squishies have it on blue team. But it didn't go the way of Red Team.
That definitely saved the game for right now. If Red Team has Baron buff right now, it would be a total wash.
Yeah, knowing Red Team, who plays so timidly, they might not have siege anymore. Oh, pardon me. Like, I think they stopped sieging here. Just because, like, oh, we lost Baron.
The thing is with Red Team, they don't really have much siege potential. It's all dive. But they're so timid to dive.
I think they can't. Like, look at them. I don't see a world where Malphite, like, dies to a tower if he just presses R under it. He has a Leona and an Olaf following him up. They can definitely just clean up blue team.
Leona has stone plate. There's no way.
It's
they
not,
should be scared of
it's
diving.
not a difficult dive at all. Like, worst case scenario, Lucian gets caught. Big whoop. He bought QSS second. Like, at least go aggro if you bought QSS second.
Wait, what is Lucian building? With
He is...
the...
So...
Is that GA?
I think that's GA. And I think he's going Merc Shreds?
GA Merchants. Wow, that's very defensive.
Yeah, but now Nami just gets caught out. Amumu's gonna get solar flared and stunned down. Tryndamere's diving the back, but there's no way he can kill this Lucian here. He's gonna pop the ultimate and run away. Meanwhile, Diana gets caught out in the side, but she just takes no damage. Moonfall grabs so much damage onto the Jinx. Light Binding buys a little bit of time. Undertow lands a slow. Lucian gonna dash in. 4 for 0 so far. I
think this is the game.
This is the game. Lux is gonna get beat up here by the Lucian. One more bullet kills her off.
That is the game.
Yeah, blue team gets caught out, and instead of cutting their losses, they funnel the rest of their team in, and that's... They don't reach double-digit kills here. And FPX going to take it game 1 if This is game 1 in this Clash tournament. So that's going to knock DUR0N here into the lower bracket.
Despite the heroic efforts of Mizuki-chan,
Yes, the Amu
blue team
tried.
still falls.
But when your tank is the only one that's fed, this game is trouble. They do get 2 1,000 gold shutdowns, but it's way too late. And then Nexus just blows the hell up. Wow. So that's game 1 of Clash. Yep, I just got confirmation. That is in fact game 1 of Clash.
Let's see game 2.
Yeah, let's see game 2. So where do you think that game went wrong? I think it went wrong during the draft. There was just no chance for them.
I feel like if you're planning to play Trendemir top, one of the bans you should think of for sure is Malphite. That's the classic counter. We knew that since season 1.
I do think they picked into incorrect laning matchups the whole way through. Like, top lane, Trindamere against Malphite. You're not beating Malphite. Mid lane, Lux against Diana. You're not beating Diana. Bot lane, Jinx, Nami against Lucian, Leona. You're not winning that. I do think they drafted 3 lanes that were heavily disadvantaged as well.
That is true, but maybe those are their comfort picks. You never know.
Yeah, it's possible. Now we're gonna have another set of Clash games here.
Or maybe this time we can analyze the drafts.
Maybe. All right. So let's. You wanna commentate this one?
Andes?
Yeah.
How long are they in game for?
They just started.
Oh yeah, we can go.
All right.
This one.
All right. Let's look at the matchups here.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna have
Set versus Darius.
no. I know that's Ryan playing. So it's Set jungle. It's gonna be top lane Wukong. It's top Wukong mid Rumble. I know these guys.
Okay. So we have Wukong at top lane versus Darius. First instincts, I know from past experience that the old Wukong definitely loses to Darius. I'm not sure about the new Wukong.
I think New
But
Wukong still loses. Like New Wukong loses a bit harder. Darius is built to kill bruisers. He's one of those champs that you just can't stand up against in a one-on-one situation.
Yes, especially if the Darius takes Ghost Flash, there's no way the Wukong can run away from him.
Yeah.
Looking at mid matchup, we have mid Diana versus mid Rumble. First instincts that come to mind is it should be Rumble favored because Rumble is inherently tanky.
Right.
It can survive Diana burst with the scrap shield, and the way Rumble itemizes should shut Diana down in theory.
Certainly. I do think Diana finds it very difficult to go in on a Rumble.
Yes.
I think it's if they picked a second after Diana, I think it's a really good counter pick into Diana as well. You kind of stop her from farming. She can't walk up, she can't take CS, she has a Q to wave. It's a pretty easy lane here for the Rumble for the most part, I say. So bot lane is gonna be Kaisa Nami against Ezreal Leona. I'm so surprised that we're seeing Kaisa again. Like I definitely expect her to be dead in season 10.
I think Kaisa is a fine champion. It's just that Kaisa really needs a good support to help synergize with her, such as Nautilus.
Right.
Because Nautilus ults and Kaisa ulties the backline and kills the ADC.
Yeah, Nami is definitely like playing Nautilus but on hard mode. To set up Plasma for Kaisa, it's a lot higher execution.
I don't like Nami against Leona.
Yeah, I don't think Nami is necessarily better than just another tank support either. Just in this context, like, what do you even provide for a Kaisa here? She doesn't need the empowered E because she already has her own Plasma. Bubble is way harder to land than Anchor, and it doesn't set up as good of a pick. And herself is just naturally not tanky.
Nami against her whole team is pretty suicidal.
Yeah.
There's Set diving in, Leona diving in, Wukong diving in, and you can't catch an Ezreal as not. This is gonna be too hard.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe you can set up like a tidal wave or something, but like tidal wave is not really that good for blue team. The the claim to fame of Tidal Wave is definitely, one thing is a long range pick, maybe, but the other thing is it actually gives your whole team 120 bonus movement speed. It's an incredible movement speed buff. It's even better than Silver Alt. Just doesn't last as long. But that shorter burst movement speed doesn't really help blue team here. They don't need it.
I really would have preferred to see something like a Tom Kench here, as opposed to the Nami.
Yeah, something like anyone that can protect Kai'Sa a bit better. Because they kind of signed themselves up to be at the mercy of a Leona, which I don't like in terms of a draft.
As we saw from the previous game, if Leona catches onto the Nami,
it's over.
Instant death.
Yeah, it's over. Now, Ezreal not as explosive as perhaps a Lucian, but... Oh, they're going to be an early invade, because of course they try an early invade. Diana spots this out. Furious pings here. Did red team see Diana? They definitely saw Kai'Sa there.
I believe they did.
They must have. And now they're actually gonna start topside here for the jungler, it seems. So yeah, they love running the strat just because Andy's in the bot lane. He loves it when his jungler starts red for an early red buff. They do this every damn game. they always send Ryan to start a red, and then he just levels 3 ganks bot lane. Every single game, no, without fail. I'm gonna go for an early aggression here. Leona, she started Shield of Daybreak, I'm pretty sure. No, she started Zenith Blade. This is a Zenith Blade start Leona.
Really?
Yep. I think she prematurely started that, anticipating the invade to pay off, but definitely didn't.
As for me, I don't really like E-Start Leona. It's
Q has more users.
Inferior.
Q has more
Inferior
users for sure. So
Even
Wukong
if the
top.
enemy wards, you can auto-Q auto to instantly clear a ward.
Yeah, precisely. The dewarding potential of Leona is insane early on. Now top lane here is going to be Wukong against Darius. Wukong is actually quite a strong pick in 10.6, but the problem is I've been pretty thoroughly unimpressed with a ton of Wukong players. They seem like they're lost, they're building random stuff, and they're still playing him as if he's an assassin going for 1v1 picks, which that's not how he's supposed to play anymore. He's definitely much more of a team fighting pick. So we'll see if this Wukong will change my mind on all Wukong players being bad. Because I've seen some actual chimpanzees playing Wukongs nowadays. Oh, Facebreaker will miss, but they'll still force out the flash from Richard Nixon. Did she really name herself Richard Nixon?
Now that Diana has no flash, it's really hard for Diana to play aggressive.
Yeah, but they're actually quite even here in the CS. Diana's probably leading by like 2 or 3, considering the state of the wave right now.
Definitely looking out for another regank mid.
Yeah, for sure. The reganks are so terrifying, and it's really easy to pull off in the clash just because it's so much more coordinated. But here comes the bot gank. Karthus is gonna flash away. The bubble actually catches out the Ezreal. There's no damage left, but Zenith Blade goes in. Leona falls so low. Ignite goes on her. Kai'Sa might turn this around. One more hit from Nami finishes at first blood to blue team. And Kai'Sa gonna flash a true damage haymaker! Oh my god, it just does so much! Seth will give his life away, but Ezreal picks up a second kill. Now Karthus is here, laying down a single target lay waste. He's gonna find it with one auto.
Oh, Karthus can auto attack?
Wow, who knew? But meanwhile, top lane, is this a solo kill? This is a solo kill from the Wukong. 3 for 3 overall.
Wow. Definitely things to look for in the replay.
Yeah.
Excellent bubble from Nami to slow down the Ezreal.
That was an
before the
amazing
teamfight started.
bubble here. In fact, we're gonna jump back and see how that fight played out in detail. So we're gonna hold on, rewind a little bit more. Rewind it. This is what LCS people do, but you don't see it because they show the live game and have another crew in the back. Alright, so we're gonna speed it up to real time a little bit. Saxon come down. He's gonna find the Karthus. So this is how the fight starts. Gonna flash in for the face breaker. Karthus flashes away, and here comes a bubble. So Leona, her AD carry gets bubble, but she's still going in, so she just tanks so much damage here. Ignite goes on her. Nami extends forward to finish that off. And now look at this here. Kai'Sa flashes in, but true damage haymaker into Mystic Shot. Yep, that was like 300 health just gone. So now there's just no way out for the set. So now he's just saying, okay, might as well commit. Ezreal auto attack gets that Nami.
Good job by Carface for weaving in the
this whole time top lane, by the way, Darius is actually just losing the straight up. Nimbus Strike giving him the bonus move speed there. That apprehend, trying for a desperate last second fight, but it's not going to be enough. Good word here by the Wukong. Flashes in.
A good flash.
Yeah, takes that kill. Flashing into him, negating the Decimate heal, actually won him that fight there. That was really heads up play there by the Wukong. Now we go back to essentially where we left off. Rumble's gonna burn down the Diane. That's half her health bar. Wow. So Karthus walks away with 2 kills. So he's actually quite a bit ahead of set. But Ezreal gonna come back to lane with a Sheen. Very early Sheen here, 4.5 minutes.
Oh, this is the regank I was talking about.
The regank, there's no flash. Facebreaker, is it gonna connect? It does connect. The stun goes on to Diana. She has nothing. True damage. Haymaker does find it, and the burn from the flamethrower. Easy kill from mid lane. Now we're gonna have Nimbus Strike from the Wukong. He's actually he has Sheen, second item. The Crushing Blow just does so much damage. He does have 5 stacks of Hemorrhage ticking on him, which I never internalized how much damage this does, but that's like 200 damage in bleed. It's a crazy amount of damage if you get all 5 stacks of Hemorrhage.
The top lane counter matchup is not looking too good for blue team right now.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was a huge miscredit. Darius was tanking so much damage for no reason, essentially. He definitely underestimated just how much DPS a Wukong can put out now. Especially because he essentially gets an increase to all his damage when he pops Decoy. You just Decoy and you start spamming skills, and they just die really fast. And he definitely wasn't prepared to beat that, so he lost the trade, got all in, and died. And especially this is a Darius' Ghost, so he definitely wants to win this lane. He's gonna lose out on map pressure much later on in the game. And if he can't control Wukong, he's gonna be way less effective. I generally dislike top laners who run Ignite or Ghost. I just feel like it's kind of limiting your options for the late game. And you're kind of hedging your bets on you have to win the lane. But top lane is so volatile, just in general, that you can't bank on I have Ignite, I have Ghost, now I can run them down. Because unless you can establish yourself to be such a huge threat, it's gonna backfire on you most times. And here comes the Wukong. He's actually level 6, but so is the Darius. Cyclone 1 is gonna come out for the knockup. The Noxian Guillotine finds a correct target. This is gonna be a kill from the... No, not the Karthus. Karthus doesn't even get an assist from that. But he does pop the Requiem. Darius finds a solo kill.
That was really well played from the Darius, getting the instant 5 stacks of his Hemorrhage into the ulti that hurts like heck.
Yeah, he racked up damage crazy fast there, and that actually gave him the solo kill back. So now this lane is more even. And Darius, I think he built correctly as well here, going back for Ninja Tabai first. More movement speed to catch up to the monkey, as well as just the ability to tank him out. It's definitely the correct item to buy, so he identifies that's what he needs to do.
Yes, because Darius has so much innate damage, you don't really need to build more damage on top.
Yeah, the reason why Darius players go Phage first, not because he needs the damage, it's because he wants the passive. He wants more movement speed. And Boost actually gives him that as well, but Tabai is even better in this situation, because now Wukong can't trade against him. So right now, this game is actually pretty even, and I do think just in terms of team comp, they're pretty evenly matched this time around. Blue team definitely packs a lot more damage. Oh my god, that's a solo kill.
I think that's it.
That's a solo kill. Oh my god. He didn't even need Ghost there. I do think blue team packs a lot more damage, but red team packs a lot more team fighting power as well. You have, between Cyclone, Set existing, Equalizer, Ezreal, and Leona, red team shouldn't lose team fights. But blue team just has so much damage.
Here's the thing that I think blue team has going for them. In the late game, they're going to have Darius in the side lane, who can really stop the Darius.
It's hard. Yeah, you have to throw one of your carries at them. And if you start taking pieces out of this team fighting comp, they become exponentially less effective. You do want.
I feel like Darius versus Wukong matchup is just gonna get better for the Darius as time goes on.
Wukong is way better at team fighting, and that's essentially what Red Team drafted. But if you can't answer a split push threat, your team fight falls apart.
Can you ever send a Rumble to match the Darius?
Depends on how late it is, I want to say. If it's like 20 or so minutes, you can, but add another 10 or 20, I don't think you can anymore. The later the game gets, the harder it is for Rumble to answer Darius alone. Oh, Diana, she wants to solo kill, but she's not going to get it. Moonfall actually whiffs. Good flash there from the mid laner.
Avoiding the pullback.
Yeah.
Very crucial.
Good play there from Kevin, who, by the way, only ever plays like these kinds of picks mid. Oh, the turn onto the Rumble, flawless. But here comes the set haymaker.
In the building.
Yeah, but Watergate catches up with him, so now he dies. And here comes the Darius. The dive comes in. Cyclone not going to find the knock-up. Third kill for the Darius. So now Darius is pretty decisively winning the lane, but I'm surprised that Wukong's still not terribly behind in CS. But this is definitely entering SOS mode pretty quickly here for the Monkey. It's more or less what you expect in this matchup too. He just has a really hard time winning this lane. I do commend him for finding that early solo kill, but right now the lane has definitely fully turned against him. So now, when you're so behind against the Darius, the objective here is to, and I believe everyone's been in this situation, the right play here is just to contain the damage and know that you have more utility later on. But you just can't fall any further behind. And that means giving up CS in favor of health. That means just letting him push up a little bit. It's just absorbing levels in EXP. It's definitely the... Oh, but here comes Solar Flare. It's going to completely whiff. The bubble actually finds the answer just on the edge. Once again, he's out of the fight for a little while, but here comes the Rumble rotating down. Kai'Sa's going to ult away. Here comes the Requiem.
Oh,
Requiem!
coming in.
It turns the damage a little bit, but it's not enough. Once again, no assist for popping Requiem.
This is a feels bad for Karthus players around the world. 2
Requiems, 0 assists. 0 kills, too. Those 2 kills were from early game.
What is Nami doing?
Oh no, that is way too far. And she gets turned on. Here comes the Karthus. The File takes the kill, but he's so dead. No Requiem. So Rumble's just gonna walk away. Karthus finds a shutdown.
Karthus was too tilted from not getting any assists. He decides to flash it with his body.
That was not worth it. Like, he dropped the shutdown. Ezreal didn't have that much money on him, but he definitely dropped the shutdown to the Rumble.
I really question the Nami for staying way past.
I think Nami expected Karthus to arrive much faster, but yeah, you can't do that, especially now when Rumble is holding Equalizer all this time. You just die. I do commend the mid lane player now, Kevin. He's definitely a very talented mid lane player. His mid lane pool is really weird. He plays mid lane champions that most teams would love, but I can't fathom how he does that and still enjoys life. Like, his main lane pool is like Rumble, Maokai, Galio. Like, these teamfight based AoE supports from mid lane.
A top laner at heart.
Yeah, essentially. But he makes it work. Oh, this is gonna be a solo kill.
Once again, why is Nami so far away from her?
Yeah, Nami didn't even heal Kai'Sa there. She was so far away. And in fact, here's something we never talked about. Hail of Blaze Kai'Sa.
Hail of Blaze Kai'Sa. Not the worst, but it's definitely not normal, let's say.
Yeah, I want to click on her and check her runes. Cause... Okay, so that's Hail of Blades, Taste of Blood, not Sudden Impact, Eyeball Collection, and Ravenous Hunter, of course. Bloodline and Presence of Mind.
We do see some high elo AD carries go Hellblade Kai'Sa, such as Gosu.
Right. The standard setup is definitely Blue Tree Bloodline into Nimbus Cloak Gathering Storm. Like, I believe this setup. Oh no, it's gonna be monoflow transcendence on Ezreal, of course.
I think red team stabilized.
For the most part, they contain the damage. Like, Wukong top lane has stopped dying to Darius, and he's making sure not to fall that far behind in CS, which is good. Do be careful of a dive. Oh, here comes the Karthus. Maybe. Blue team sent the jungler top, and Diana's actually coming up for a collapse as well. But their aim doesn't appear to be Herald, so I don't know why they committed that many people up there. Oh, but the Ezreal actually taking a lot of damage. Here comes a tidal wave. Nami actually walks so far forward. She's not even doing anything. She was trying to chase down Ezreal. Leona's gonna get a kill. Oh, but she's gonna tank a tower shot. Oh, she tanks a second one. That's gonna be the end of her.
One too many tower
for sure.
shots.
Yeah, of course.
Once again, Karthus ult.
Requiem finding absolutely nothing. Yep. I don't know what the Nami was doing. She ran up to the Ezreal thinking that she could kill him or something. And Kai'Sa was just getting slapped by Leona in the back the whole time. Oh, but here comes Diana. Diana does get her flashback. Is she gonna use it here? Nope, the stun comes down. Oh, the equalizer. It actually cuts off her flash route. And she's going to die. That was a really good equalizer too. I'm assuming it didn't horribly whiff. And he was just using it to make sure Diana couldn't flash that way. And Karthus, the part we didn't talk about, he walked bot to try to kill the Ezreal. Ezreal just runs into the tower and dies tsunami.
This Karthus is steaming right now.
He's fuming, just... Oh no! He didn't finish his Crux. Oh god. Oh, what are we watching?
He's tilted.
Yeah.
100%.
But it is a Karthus. Does he have Gathering Storm? Like, is he going for the late game bit? No, he's not. He's going for the 5% extra CDR. He only gets stronger though, because Requiem eventually will be a problem. But red team is going to pick up the Herald, and they're going to find the Darius here. Are they going to find that they have to get up close to prevent the Decimate heal? Decimate does fine too. He gets half his health bar back. They might be running out of damage here. The true damage from Playmaker. Not going to find it. Move all crashes. Here comes a Monkey to try to even the score. Knocks in Guillotine. No reset. Monkey gets a shutdown. But here comes the Diana. Hemorrhage is still taking on him. Diana might have the damage here to find that the shield comes down. Beautiful passive slicing. And meanwhile, bot lane. Solo kill once again. 2v2. It's going to be a 2 for 0. Kai'Sa's so behind.
She is. But there's nothing like we talked about this in the pregame.
Yeah.
Leona is too strong against Nami.
Leona's just too broken in general right now. She's one of the best supports in the game. She's one of the best picks in the game, period.
She is. She has instant engage, 3 forms of CC.
Yeah.
High base damage.
For sure. Like, you could run that top. It's so crazy.
When will people stop picking Nami into Leona? When?
I do know one thing, like, red team, EZW here, heavily prioritizes Leona, because that's literally the only support Raymond plays. If they ban out Leona, Andy supports. That's how bad it is. It's legit a Leona one trick. So they first pick Leona every chance they get. So there's no way they pick there's no way they pick Leona into Nami. It has to be the other way around. And it's just even more heinous that they would choose Nami into Leona.
Yes. There would have been 10 supports I would have picked before Nami.
And you see red team actually making the right moves. They're attacking the problem point. They send people top lane to try to shut down Darius. They do drop, I think, a little bit too many bodies, but at least they get a shutdown on him. And it goes over to the Monkey. The Monkey is actually quite a bit behind. He has Tiamat to wave clear, but he doesn't have Triforce done yet. And it's 18 minutes in. This...
The one...
Uh-oh.
Oh, Richard Nixon has
left
no,
the Watergate scandal's too much. He's out of there.
The one thing I'm looking at right now is, despite Kai'Sa dying 5 times, she still is doing a good job in keeping up with the CS though.
Yeah, but keeping up CS is one thing. I don't think she should build that when she's so behind. This is not the Kai'Sa build when you're behind. It's going to make you more useless. Oh, but here comes the fight.
All in.
Cyclone. Oh, he gets caught back. That's going to be a very dead Monkey here. Cyclone 2 going to buy sign. Flash is going to get blown. No Ghost or Flash from Darius. Monkey actually walks away. Herald gets dropped.
Don't tell me Karthus is going.
Oh, no. Okay, he does flash back over. He does flash back over. And they actually find the kill on set. Yeah.
Holy.
That wasn't a blind lay waste, but really good still. I don't think Seth was expecting that damage to drop. I don't think he saw it on the ground, so he
That
just
was
died to it.
definitely Dark Harvest damage.
Yeah, for sure. How many Dark Harvest dies is he sitting at? I can't imagine damage. 5?
Because he's been denied of all his ultimates.
No, he hasn't been denied. He's just been denied from kills. He's definitely claimed some. He's definitely ulted when people were below half, but he just hasn't killed anyone with it. I think all of his Requiem so far have given him a stack at least. But he only has 5 just because despite his scoreline, he's kinda invisible this game.
Karfus is opting to go with Leandri second.
Yeah, I think that's a correct item here on Karsus. A lot of people disrespect Leandri's as an item still. It's so good.
I would still expect him to build Morellos sometime later on.
Yeah. But in terms of like sheer damage output, it's only outmatched by Death Cap. Like Leandri's is so good as an item. Like people still like disrespect and not build it when they really should.
It's a cheap item.
It's a cheap item that almost like I think it barely beats Ludens in damage. That's how strong it is. Well, assuming you're one of those champs that can make use of the Madness passive. Just the percent current health burn on top of it's obscenely good. Oh, that's gonna be whiffed equalizer, but the solar flare finds it. That's such a dead Leona. Not the Leona. That's such a dead Diana. Yeah. She doesn't even have Nashor's Tooth done. She's got 10 stacks on the rod, with no second item completed. So she's definitely her income's been stifled quite a bit.
This is the Baron.
Yeah. She gets a 10-minute rod, well, earlier than 10-minute rod. But then she just ran out of money. She hasn't built anything substantial in this period of time. 20 minutes in, red team's going for Baron. There's a Darius right outside the pit.
If Karfus gets into the pit, this will look nasty.
They have to keep him out. They have to try. The Rombo's gonna pop out. Karsus is gonna die. This is a massive Requiem. It's gonna find a kill. No, it's not. No one dies. But here comes a Kaisa. Kaisa's gonna run in. They're gonna find 2 kills.
The throw.
Yeah. They're all so low. They have to try to run away. Darius grabs one more. Shut down onto the Rumble.
This is bad.
Oh, 3 for 1.
That was bad.
That was way too aggressive of a Baron. They allowed Karsus to just walk into the pit. He put a wall in the pit. That's how close he was.
Oh. As you can see, the Karfus pick is finally paying off.
Yeah, he's going for 3rd item death cap here. Like, his damage is gonna skyrocket pretty soon.
Karfus was too close to the pit.
Yeah.
The turn should have been way earlier.
Like, you see Wall of Pain before you see Karsus, you realize, oh, we probably shouldn't keep going on the Baron. But now, red team's in a little bit of trouble. Now, their bid is probably Soul. They need Infernal Soul now. If they get a Dragon shot out here, they could probably go back to talking about Baron control. But now they have to actually be careful of Darius. Darius is really strong now, and Karsus is ramping up. They need a way to withstand their damage. Dropping that many kills right outside Baron Pit, those are a lot of shutdown kills too. One of them was the Ezreal, who has just been crushing it this game.
I believe that shutdown went over to the Darius.
Yeah. No wait, Ezreal didn't die. What am I talking about? Rumble died. Sorry, Rumble.
Yeah. I saw a 700 bounty.
Yeah, Rumble had the 700 bounty, so that was 1,000 gold to Darius. Which is awful. Like, they spent so long trying to shut him down too. The Shining Ray of Hope is that red team still winning in towers. They killed every other tower in the game.
Yes.
So they haven't lost on the map pressure.
Despite blue team drawing the game back even, I feel like it's going to be hard for them to get position on Drake right now. Red team, once again, has insane pick potential with the Leona.
Yeah.
And I don't know if blue team is strong enough yet to just face check and get vision. As you can see, Karfus is checking every bush with his lay waste because there's no wards around.
Yeah. Just slacking a little bit on the vision play here. Well, speaking of slacking, Leona only has 24 vision score, but here comes the equalizer. Nami just instantly vaporizes, and Karsus is going to be the next victim.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you cannot check into that.
2 very easy kills. Leona just sets up so much pick by herself. It's insane. They're gonna actually commit a teleport here from the Wukong. It's gonna be 3 for 1. They have to back off. They have to concede the soul over.
Yep.
They can't do this. There's Infernal Soul. 23 minutes in, they get Infernal Soul.
Having a Carface face check every bush, that's a feels bad.
Yeah, like, where's the blue orb? Where's the blue orb? Where's the pink orbs? The only
And Nami too.
Yeah, Nami's the only person carrying pink orbs, but that really shouldn't be the case. Pink orbs is everybody's responsibility, especially from like Darius. I'm surprised Darius isn't carrying any.
I would have preferred to have Darius there.
Let's check the vision
he's so
map.
strong.
Yeah, let's check the vision map. Here's blue team's vision. They have words here, and that's about it. And here's red team's vision. That they have a lot more. Well, both teams are kind of lacking in vision, but red team definitely has slightly more words. They had a pink in here as well.
50 though.
Yeah, 50 vision score to 27. I think Leona forgot that she has sweepers.
Despite the Nami feeding her butt off.
Yeah, as a support,
vision score.
As a support, you definitely expect like the minimum amount of vision score for a support should be 2 times the amount of minutes in the game.
Yes.
So right now you expect at least 50 support score from
Funny
both
story.
sides.
Once I was in a game for so long, my vision score almost hit 150.
That's impressive. But at least like the bare minimum, you'd expect double the minutes passed to be your vision score for the support player. Vision is almost like 70-80% of being a support. It is so important. They're actually gonna force on Baron again.
Once again.
Yeah, they just killed the ward. They have blue team has to know. Yeah, blue ward's gonna come down.
This is gonna be just like last time.
They actually do quite a bit of damage to it. I mean, they might take it here.
This time.
It's gone. It's gone. They got it. Infernal Soul just does the little bit of extra damage they need to melt the Baron.
No Vietnam flashbacks this game.
Yeah, you can see blue team was trying to rotate up, but they just can't make it in time. Now Kaisa, notably, just calling her out, being the only person in this game with single-digit vision score.
What are you doing, bro? 9 vision score.
See, like, this is the problem here. If the game's gone past 20 minutes, sell your DUR0Ns for words. Pink Horse is worth more than DUR0N's shield at this stage of the game. I don't know why Darius is not buying words. Especially, like, he's the frontliner. He can definitely just
Kaisa definitely sold her DUR0Ns for something.
Yeah, like, I think she sold it to, like, buy an early Rage Blade or something. Which is awful when you have to do that. Like, you can see here, Darius, he's leaving his base. He can buy a pink. He's not buying it. Like, why? You need those words to win the game.
Just 75 gold, guys. Not that hard.
This is almost unexcusable to just not buy words, especially as a top laner. Like, yeah, you're Darius, you don't care about who runs into you, but still. Oh, Leona might get caught out. Not Leona, Diana might get caught out here. I keep confusing them. Here comes the monkey. Cyclone is actually not going to find the knockup. It's not needed. So now this is going to be a Baron push down mid. They lost to Diana. She died with Moonfall up. There's no teamfight ultimate. There's going to pop his ghost and run in. Here comes a Requiem from the back. The Solar Flare not going to connect onto the Darius. And Darius gets slammed into the back by the set. Facemaker grabs him in. Haymaker finds the damage. Darius will die. And the Kaisa just melts somewhere. I don't even see where she went. Leona's going to be the only victim here for red team. And this is going to be a full-on ace. There's no one left for blue team. They might go for game-ending push here.
It's too much. The Infernal Drake really changed the game around.
Yeah. Yeah, this is in the game. Moonfall is up. Maybe Diana can do it. No. Way little damage.
Nice try though.
Yeah, congratulations to red team EZW picking up the win. Now, meanwhile, we're gonna race on back because there are other games happening. Commenting 2 at once.
Wow, that was GG easy. Just kidding.
Yeah. Also, your voice sounds so different.
True.
Oh, I'm on my laptop.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, so we see This is probably still their game 2. We're gonna jump in like around halfway through.
Okay, I'm not even gonna analyze the team comms. I'm just gonna go flame whatever I see first.
Alright, first thing you see.
Okay.
Ilaoi.
Ilaoi. Get it. 1v1 Sion.
Okay. So we're gonna catch DUR0N's second game here about 15 minutes in. Oh, Leona! Is she gonna find it?
Wait, Leona? Are you high, Logan?
Sorry, Ilaoi. Their names rhyme, okay? But meanwhile, Dragon fight here from the red team. Red team, Paranoia gets popped by the Nocturne. Caitlyn out kills off the Ezreal in the back. There's gonna be a Vladimir in this game? I didn't even see that. Red team secures the Drake. Vladimir has to run away.
Right into the action.
Yeah, right into the action here. Vladimir's gonna die, and now 4 people on a Jarvan. Wow.
Wow.
Alright, so let's reorganize the scoreboard here. We just caught this game in the thick of it. I'm assuming that's Vlad mid. It's gonna be a jungle Nocturne. Ooh, the jungle Nocturne is fed.
Once again, MVP Mizuki.
Yeah, and once again, Lux mid. Why?
I despise e-girl champions.
I don't despise easy girl champions, but I despise the concept of Lux mid. She doesn't. You need more impactful mid laners nowadays. Like it might have flown back in season 2 or 3. But nowadays,
I prefer Lux as a support.
Nowadays, Lux doesn't output nearly as much on mid lane. Sion's gonna get some free time up here with the tower. He's actually fallen so far behind in CS against the Ilaoi.
Here's the thing. Okay, I looked at the team comms briefly.
Right.
I really prefer blue team's late game team comms.
Oh yeah, for sure. Vladimir solo destroys like half of red team.
Blitz, irrelevant. Sion, irrelevant. Blacks only can kill the bot lane.
I'm pretty sure if this Black gets like 4 items, he can stand in front of Sion and Q him on cooldown and not die. Oh, darkness once again from the oh my god, instant melt onto the Zyra. That's actually Zyra's second death. In fact, I just noticed this, but Caitlyn's feeding so hard. Laser.
Wait.
Did Vladimir just flash from a laser into the laser?
Geometry is hard, okay?
Yeah. Well, he does live with a fraction of his life. And Herald Charge escorted down here.
I say this game is total jungle difference.
Yeah, it's so far the Nocturne's just killing. Oh, he has to be very careful here though. The Sion's gonna come in from the back, instant Cataclysm, cages him in, but it's not gonna stop the decimating smash. True Shot Barrage not gonna find the Paranoia, not the Nocturne either. Binding just barely whips, and Caitlyn bullet, not gonna find it. Caitlyn does. Wait, Caitlyn's. It's 18 minutes in. She only has BF sword. Zyra's gonna pop her ultimate, but that's gonna instantly die. Hemoplague on just the minions. That's not the best place to drop Hemoplague. In fact, how's Vlad getting out CS this hard? What? What are you doing?
Oh?
Oh, but then... So here's the thing, Ilaoi can kill anybody in the game, no matter how fed they are. Nocturne definitely learning that he has to try to get away here.
Definitely looking at the Ilaoi to carry this game for blue team.
Like, she may be a little bit behind in KDA, but it's Ilaoi. She can... If there's one champion specialized in killing people one-on-one, it's her. If she lands in the... Like, blue team still, far and away, has the better teamfight comp. You get Vlad in the fight, you drop Hemoplague, Ilaoi comes in, slams a bunch of tentacles up, and you just win the fight. Red team cores aren't strong, it's just a Nocturne. Caitlyn is so behind, she just finished the Stormrazor. Lux doesn't really do that much.
As you can see, Jarvan running it down.
Yeah.
I don't know what that EQ was, but it hit nothing.
The flame is right. Also her CS. Yeah, I mean, Lux is impressive in CS, but I don't. She shouldn't be leading this badly in CS. Like, what is Vlad even doing?
Another thing to note: despite Zyra having 4 kills, Zyra can't do anything against a Nocturne.
Yeah, for sure. You just saw Nocturne erase her. Oh wait, there's a damage split. Lux is gonna go kill off the Zyra.
Not a champion. Yeah. Zyra's not a champion.
like Lux kills off the Zyra, but the hook was onto the Vlad, so Vlad just walks away for free there. Oh, the Nocturne has to be careful here. The Nocturne has to be careful here. Okay, he's not gonna die.
That was almost a 700 gold bounty going over to the Ezreal.
Yeah, that would be 1,000 gold onto Ezreal. That's bad. Do not give the enemy ADC 1,000 gold under any circumstances. I don't understand how Vlad fell so far behind. It must have been an abysmal laning phase for some reason. Like, he didn't even die that much, so I don't think the Nocturne camped him. The scoreline would indicate that Nocturne was just camping top or bot.
Definitely bot.
Yeah. But then, how did he fall so far? Like, it's not even a counter matchup. Vlad doesn't lose to Lux. Who loses to Lux? Oh, the hook!
Oh.
Wait, Jarvan, does he have EQ? He doesn't! He flashes failed!
Flash right into the wall. Here comes the paranoia.
Okay, real quick. How do you fail that flash? That's like the thinnest wall ever.
At that point, I would have just conceded and saved my summoners. He was dead 100%. Oh!
Oh, wait. No, the hook will whiff. But the Laoi is still pounding onto the soul.
Scion
Here comes
in the
Scion!
Wait,
The
Vlad is
soul-
AFK!
Wait, what's
Vlad
he
is
doing? What is he doing?
Vlad just pressed S and stopped moving.
Okay, so he didn't get a kill from... Vlad didn't get a kill from all of that. But blue team actually wins this fight. Oh, Ezreal gets a shutdown!
Wait, how is this such a wash?
Oh, wait, it's an ace!
Wait, how?
It's a 5-0 ace! Okay. Let's take a look at this.
How?
Alright, we're gonna take another look at this team fight. Okay, so we're gonna start the fight here. Lux is kinda low. She gets her soul pulled out. This hook whiffs. And now Alawi's gonna beat the crap out of her. So now Lux is back. And here comes the suicide Scion strat. Okay, Vlad steps on the trap, then he gets knocked up. He's doing nothing this fight. And now he's gonna run away. Meanwhile, on the backline, Lux gonna get hit by a tentacle. Alawi slams, True Shot Barrage goes down. That True Shot kills off Lux. And the front line is just a wash. Scion melts.
Look at the back, Logan. Look at the back.
Yeah, and the Alawi walks in. And she's gonna grab Caitlyn, start hitting her. Oh, so much damage. And now Nocturne walks into the fight really late. So he walks into like a 1v2 and dies. And Caitlyn, no, Caitlyn, ah!
Wow.
Okay, so essentially that was just the one at a time strat executed by red team. And suddenly, blue team's ahead.
The gold is dead even.
They're ahead now. They're gonna get this tower too, and that's gonna even up the gold. And they have a better team, so they're ahead now. That one death is actually like it's basically erases all of Nocturne's momentum. Now he's gonna find it really hard to fight. So there's just so much shutdown money. Ezreal finishes Muramana now, is fully stacked. He's still working on Triforce. So here's the thing, he's not necessarily ahead tremendously, but 60 CS lead on Caitlyn. 60!
Ezreal is spiking really hard right now.
Oh my god, he finished Triforce. Oh, he got Cutlass.
And he got Cutlass.
Like, compare that to Caitlyn's inventory.
How do you like Stormrazor on Caitlyn?
Stormrazor on Caitlyn? I mean, it's proper, because Caitlyn stacks Energize items. It's the item you want to build. But the problem with that is you want to follow that up with Eye Edge.
Yes,
just
you
because you lose way too much damage if you commit to Energize items right now. Okay, so she's building a what appears to be a second Stormrazor, because that's a BF and a dagger. What the frick? Bruh, you don't have gold. You're losing so badly in CS. You can't waste gold like that.
Here's what I'm thinking. She's gonna turn that dagger into a Zeal and then sit on the Zeal and finish her.
I don't think that's worse. Oh, but here comes the darkness. It's gonna go on the Ezreal. Ezreal's taking so much damage, but Nocturne's gonna get locked up.
Wait.
The Zions will buy some time.
Thorns?
Oh, the Swords knocks him up, and here comes the Hemoplague. Vlad's gonna get huge here. What?
That was an overdive.
Okay, well, on one hand, yeah, it was an overdive, but on the other hand, where was the Tides of Blood from Vlad? Why did he
Wait,
waited for Hemoplate to kill him?
1v3?
Oh wait, oh, Lux is gonna die. Oh my god, this game just turned completely on its head.
There is no one that can stop Allow.
Yeah. Oh, they kill the Ezreal, great, but you drop way more gold in return. That's definitely not worth it. I don't know what the Vlad was doing. He Hemoplague, pulled, and just waited for Hemoplague to pop, forgetting he has Q and E. Like, that was the slowest kill on Nocturne I've ever seen.
Can anyone stop this purple tentacle lady?
Unlikely. Nocturne cannot fight her 1v1. He's too squishy. He doesn't outdamage Ilaoi in time. Like, especially now. Death Dance. Yeah. Death Dance negates him.
Yeah.
With the 10.6 version of Death Dance is so much better, just because it now gives you additional armor and MR.
The thing is with Nocturne, the value of Nocturne falls off.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Not to mention, like, that's tab ice. You're not cutting through. You're not cutting through just on tab ice. Oh my god! The tentacles does so much damage. Nocturne's gonna instantly melt, and this is a total wash from red team. 3 for nothing.
Allow even gets the blue buff from the tentacle slap. Like, everything's going right for blue team. Right?
Yeah, like they're definitely making the one mistake. You don't team fight onto an Ilaoi. You let her team fight onto you. If you go onto her and she ults and you blew all your tools to get in, you can't get back out. And suddenly you're trapped in the cage where like 10 tentacles are slamming on you. And you can't win a team fight in that circumstance. If you're fully diving onto Ilaoi, you need to pack a lot of CC to hold her down. If she survives long enough to ult, it's over. They don't have the confidence to nuke her, but they still win on her, so they just lose the fight straight up.
Allow is one of those champions in the top lane. She's just gonna snowball, and it feels like you can't do anything against her if you're playing a tank, such as Sion.
Yeah, like one thing is her ability to crush tanks, which by the way, Flame Horizon. The other thing is that she fundamentally warps how you want to engage onto a top laner. Oh, but here comes a Paranoid going for a solo catch, but there's
Good catch.
It's a good catch, but it's just consolation.
Yeah.
Because the Nocturne went from 7-0 to 10-3.
Oh, if they get this Alawi.
Oh, maybe. Oh no, the pull.
Oh, this is a huge catch.
Okay, that's a great catch there. Wiping out not only Alawi's Baron, but wiping her out as well. And suddenly 1,000 go to Caitlyn.
Caitlyn can probably finish her eye edge.
Let's see her gold. How much is? She's almost there. About 200 more gold will do it. Just go home and sell your DUR0Ns and get high edge.
Or sell the pots.
Yeah, like, you don't need refill anymore. It's 26 minutes. Oh, true shot. Okay, so red team still has hope. They can get soul. Maybe that'll help them win.
Infernal Soul would definitely help the Nocturne.
Yeah, for sure. But like another thing about Alawi is that she's oppressive into tanks, and she warps the way that you want to approach a game. Because on top laners, you just kind of pile onto them, but that's what Alawi is best at. She drastically changes how you want to fight her and how you want to take fights with her in it. You need to play hit and run with her. You can nullify an Alawi really easily, but it kind of goes against traditional ways to team fight.
You really need good team coordination to play against.
A lot of people just don't internalize how you're supposed to shut her down, because on paper she's super easy to shut down. But a lot of people just don't do it. Because it kind of goes against what they know in League of Legends. And right now, easy Flame Horizon for the Alawi. In fact, Ezreal's about to Flame Horizon the Caitlyn too.
I feel like most of this gold lead is from the CS.
Yeah, for sure.
Jarvan completed his stone plate. That's good enough. He's just gonna mainly be there for the Cataclysm, tank a couple shots, and his job is done.
Yep.
The real carries are going to be Ezreal, Vlad, and Alawi.
Yeah, for sure. They can win this game for them.
Jarvan, Zyra just has to press R.
Yeah. It's so easy to play a tank in blue team. Your job is so simple.
Yeah.
You could be feeding relentlessly, but your team can win the game for you. Oh, here's a binding onto the
Vladimir
back.
Gets caught, goes in the pool.
Defensive pool. And Ezreal's gonna dive on the back. The laser erases Vladimir off the face of the earth. But here comes the Nocturne. He's shredding the Zyra. He's shredding everybody. He does lose his GA, but Ezreal dies too. That's a 4 for nothing.
Notice how it's so easy for red team to engage on blue team once Alawi is not in the
Yeah,
picture.
Alawi went top during that, but she might get the inhib here. She still has
Is it
her
really
ultimate.
worth? Is it worth?
It's not worth, but she might kill everyone here. Here comes the ultimate. The tentacles are slapping left and right. Nocturne's out of mana. Blitzcrank might be the victim here. He's running away from her, away from his base. Oh, the beautiful pull onto the Yeah, they can't approach onto her. she just pushed red team out of their own base by herself. Oh, Caitlyn, be very careful. Soul grab, tentacle. Good flash. It saves her life, but only for a moment.
Oh no.
Oh no, she wants more. She's going for the Lux. She gets the Lux. She just pushed all of red team out of their own base by herself.
As soon as Caitlyn is out of the picture, the red team does not have sustained damage.
It's not only that. Nocturne started that fight with no mana. Like, he walked up to the Alawi and couldn't do anything. So he just left.
Oh, Zyra.
Oh, Zyra.
Don't worry,
No.
just
Sion no damage. Sion no damage.
No damage. He's just a mute shield.
Sunfire's visage. Sion has almost no items. He's not even tanky.
The only time you're concerned about Sion damage is he has a Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, something like that. But he can't even afford tank items, let alone be a damage threat. Jarvan is very brave here.
Do you know what's very shocking, Logan? The fact that Jarvan has 0 assist.
Yeah, that's for sure too. He's just been feeding up. Here comes a re-engage. Nocturne has to be careful. He has no GA. He will play glass on him. The Cataclysm crashes. He's going to die immediately. 2 deaths so far. But now red team's damage has arrived. Or have they? Alawi's going to cut off the back line. And now Blitzcrank dies in the middle of blue team. 3-for-1 team fight so far.
Congratulations for Jarvan getting his first assist and kill of the game.
He's
30
finally
minutes in.
participating. It's like
I'm
Meteos
helping.
learning how to jungle.
I'm helping.
He finds it. Oh, Vlad. I'm just saying, Vlad's building wrong too. Third item void? Why? I mean, I don't think at this rate, I don't think this game will last long enough before he finishes the void staff.
Blue team needs to go to Dragon right now.
Yeah, they need to take away the soul. I do think this game is lost for red team even with the soul, but shutting the soul down is the correct play here regardless. Ezreal's gonna walk over there. He has so much damage. He's finished Bork. He's working he's working on GA.
The one thing about blue team's red team's carries is they are very long ranged against the Elau.
And here's something else that like you may have different opinions, but I don't agree with. Caitlyn bought Executioners. I don't agree with that. Like, if she didn't buy that, she could have Rapid Fire right now. I don't think applying healing reduction is her focus right now. Her focus is just getting damage in the first place. Because if you're buying Executioners, that takes up an item slot, and that delays your item power spec. You're essentially handing the damage potential to someone else. And from her AD carry, that's not your job. Especially when Nocturne already has his.
I definitely do agree with the sequencing of her buys. She shouldn't.
Yeah, you need Mortal
You need a
Reminder.
rapid fire.
Oh! Lux takes the Drake! Inferno Soul to red team!
Oh.
The Nocturne comes in, but he's gonna die in the backline!
But
there's a
look at the
lot of
Infernal
bodies
Soul,
here.
look at the Infernal Soul.
Yeah, the Inferno Soul's not doing anything.
Okay. Oh no,
Oh,
this is
no,
Infernal
the
Soul.
explosion
That's
maybe? Okay, 2
That's
versus
Infernal
3, but here's the thing. Red team, no tank in that fight. Sion was top.
See,
Lux has a soul, like, they have the soul now. Lux stole it.
if Sion was there, I think maybe that would have given Caitlyn more time to breathe in the team
But
fight.
here's the other problem. Blue team's ending. they
Sion,
can't stop
this. Is
this,
too
right?
late of a recall.
Yeah, they... Oh, maybe.
Oh,
Okay, well, they kill off the Vlad, but Vlad's not the
that
problem
was a funny
here.
interaction.
Vlad's not the problem. Alawi's not dying. Ezreal's hitting the Nexus. He's hitting the Nexus. He might get it. He might get it here. Alawi's gonna one more hit. One more hit will do it. Hit the Nexus. Okay. All right. Well, blue team finds the win.
This is a rough series of events for DUR0N clan.
All right. So far, let's run it down. DUR0N.
Can we see the damage charts?
All right. Let's see the damage charts. Let's see the damage charts.
Yeah. Wait, Vlad?
What?
Wait,
wait.
wait. Is this
Vlad almost did the same as the Jarvan.
Wait, hold on.
wait? Is this wait? Is this a fake video? What?
Wait. Okay, 41,661. The wide, 67.
Yo, let's crank beat him.
Lux did 6 times the amount of damage that Vlad did. 6 times.
Okay, wait. How does? Okay, Vlad is AFK. I thought that Vlad was doing something, but
Oh,
okay, never mind.
I don't get it.
Okay, let's go back to the analysis. Okay, let's
Yes,
not look
okay.
at the damage charts.
We'll do the analysis. So we'll take a look at the where do we see item spot? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
So I think like this game was definitely like allow you 1v9.
Yes.
Like
Malawi definitely won.
Ezreal got really fed around the tail end of that game,
But it was the byproduct of Alawi being strong.
yeah, essentially. Like Alawi definitely bought the rest of her team a lot of room. She easy Flame Horizon onto the Sion. And I don't think Sion was itemizing correctly in that game at all. Like he went full tank, which, you know, is fine, Sion. But then he did that and just stopped joining fights. Like in the entire last sequence of that game, they were split pushing. And it's not the right way you want to do that.
I don't really like Sion in general because his CC is not really hard CC.
Sion fits in a very specific team. I think Sion Nocturne is a good pairing just because you can both run in and Nocturne will provide the damage that you lack.
But that's when the sound's with the team.
Yeah, like the one, he has to be with the team to do that, and two, they drafted that part of the duo, but then they kind of fell through on the rest. Because you need solid backline, like you need backline protection too. Blizz is not protecting anything. Blizz just kills them faster. And you need a solid AP damage in the back. And once again, defaulting to the Lux, granted Lux did pull her weight this game, but it's not enough because it's not the right pick. You need more.
Alright.
Like,
In
you either
Mizuki's team.
you either all need to run in, or you need to have such solid backline protection that Sion Nocturne can't go in there.
I really feel like them picking Blitzcrank really handicapped their team.
Yeah.
It's not even that good against Zyra.
It's not. Well, they're not a pick comp. First of all, they're a run in their comp.
Yeah, they split their focus.
Is this champ select for?
This is champs. So we're just gonna do a mega cast here. I haven't stopped recording ever, so we're gonna jump between games. So this will
wow.
be game 2 of EZW.
Oh, this is EZW, not Mizuki.
This is EZW. Mizuki is in the preparing for his loser bracket constellation finals, where they fight it out for 7th, 8th. And these guys are in their upper bracket match, fighting to see if they're gonna go to the grand finals or the 3rd, 4th place match.
Okay, let's look at team comps over here.
Yeah. So once again, I know these guys well. I played with them so many times. That's Kevin.
Let's analyze red team first.
Yeah.
Let's analyze.
That's easy. I know what they're doing. So it's Kafka by the Sea, top lane Mordekaiser. He's such a good ward player. Like, I'm in awe when I see him. Once again, set jungle from Ryan. Mid lane is going to be Kevin playing Galio. Bot lane is, oh my god, it's so tanky. It's such a tanky team comp here from red team. Like, once again, like, the EZW roster, a lot of them default to tank players.
Tanks are OP. Who knew?
Yeah, tanks and CC.
I forget his real name, but Kafka plays Alawi top. He's like rank 20 Alawi in the world, and he plays Ward, and he plays like other just team fighting based AoE CC bruisers. Mid lane Kevin plays tank mids. Ryan plays like Zac, Nunu, Set jungle, which are really, really top tier picks all the time. I'm surprised Ray is defaulting to Nautilus support. I didn't think he played it.
That's the go-to support after Leona's banned.
Yeah, but he only ever plays
Engage
Leona.
players.
I don't think I've ever seen him play Nautilus.
It's okay. You don't need much to play Nautilus.
Nautilus is like Leona, but worse.
Yeah, so you see blue team here on the other hand, they do have the correct support for a Kaisa this time. Last time you saw a Nami paired up with the Kaisa and just did nothing.
Here's the thing. The Yasuo in that team comp is very, very weird. Not only does it handicap them to a pretty much all AD team, Yasuo against these tanks is horrible.
Yeah,
Tanks and the CC.
Kaisa does output mid damage, sorry, not mid damage, like magic damage.
Right, she could go Zanya's.
Once again, Hail of Blaze Kaisa. Apparently, it's the pro's choice nowadays. Small confession.
This is too. Yeah.
Quick confession. I still don't know what Hail of Blaze does. I know it's like uncapped.
It's 3 autos.
It's uncapped attack speed as long as you keep attacking or something.
3 quick autos in succession.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, let's read the tooltip. I'm so confused what that thing actually does. I've never used it. Gain 110%. The tooltip hasn't loaded. Gain 110% attack speed when you attack an enemy champion for up to 3 attacks. Cooldown 8 seconds out of combat. I guess. Okay. Alright, we'll get into this game here.
Blue team is really banking on the Lee Sin Yasuo synergy to snowball their lead.
Reorganize the score. I think that's Yasuo mid, right? They
That
can't
is
be
Yasuo.
Maokai mid. I don't like Maokai top. He's the worst laning
Maokai's
tank in the game.
really weak at this current stage. Like pure tanks are pretty garbo.
I think pure tanks are okay, but I don't think Maokai is okay. Because Maokai is one of the only pure tanks that doesn't have an innate defensive steroid in his kit. Like if you think of any other tanks in the game, like Poppy, you pop W, you get move speed, you get armor, you get MR. You think like Leona, you pop W, you get armor, MR. Nautilus gets a shield. Warren has a shield.
But the thing is with Maokai is
Maokai has nothing.
the reason why people play Maokai is for the click on twisted advance.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the only reason.
But like if you're just evaluating him as a laner, Maokai has nothing.
Oh.
He doesn't have a shield. He doesn't have armor buffs. He doesn't have MR buffs. He heals himself like once every 30 seconds.
Maokai
It's
as a
awful.
laner is really bad.
Yeah, you can't win any trades because the health you lose, you can't negate it and you can't replenish it fast enough. And you just lose laning matchups for free. It's one of the... He's so strong out of lane because the lock on Twisted Advance is such an amazing catch tool. It's one of the best... Oh my god. Oh my...
There we go again. The classic strategy.
How does he keep getting away with this?
Junglers rarely smite the first buff. That's the problem.
Oh my god. Can't believe it.
Because I remember back in like season, I don't know, 7 or something, you had to smite the buff.
Like season 5 or season 6.
Yeah. You had to smite the buff. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to clear your full jungle.
Yeah, but that was back when like buffs had 2 Goonies protecting them too.
No, it was even with a single buff.
Even with a single... That was because the buffs were scary as all hell.
They were pretty strong.
This is a red buff Ezreal now, starting the lane. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Actually, Kaisa doesn't pop her plasma, so they don't return as much damage as they could. Let's reorganize that scoreboard.
Yasuo against Galio, it's not that bad for Yasuo.
Yeah. Oh, but here comes the Xana's Blade. It's gonna land. The stun? Is it gonna find anyone? Raymond's in so
I
much
think this
trouble.
is the
He's gonna
kill.
locked up. Ignite's taking him. Kaisa's not going for it. She split her auto attacks. 3 plasma stacks on both. But here comes the set jungler. He's running him down. Tornado's gonna buy him some time. I think Yasuo's out. But once again, Ezreal starts his lane with red buff. It's gonna give him regen. He's fine.
The real thing we need to look for is, well, the hindrance of not having a red buff. Lee Sin play a role in his aggression for.
Yeah. Oh,
Thanks.
but here comes the Lee Sin. There's no
Oh, here
dive.
comes-
He's too deep on the
No.
tower. Yeah.
No way. As you can see,
Mord
Mord-
is just yeah.
clapping.
Easy claps.
There's nothing.
It's
Maokai
yeah, it's
can
not
do.
even close. Honestly, it's obscene.
Maokai can't farm under tower. Maokai can't do anything.
Oh wait, but here comes the set. He might be caught out here. Haymaker. That's 4
Oh, this is
people.
a huge catch going to Yasuo.
Yeah, Yasuo gets double buffs here. That's awful for the Galio. It's
That's
already
the
a
one guy.
yeah. It's already a
One
good
guy you
lane.
don't want to see fed.
It's already a really good lane for the Yasuo because Galio doesn't really itemize armor without being
Yep.
kind of awkward, and now he gets double buffs.
As Galio, you don't want to build up. This pretty feels bad.
Set does get caught out in the river by 4, so that was actually a really
Oh,
good
Maokai's
collapse
dead.
by Blue. Oh wait, he twisted advanced.
Maokai's dead.
Oh, okay, flash down. Flash down. Flash buys him his life back. Kaisa is gonna get hooked up, but here comes Leona. She's gonna turn on the Ezreal. Leona has no ignite. Ezreal no longer has
Leona
red buff.
damage.
Yeah, but the damage combo so much. One more plasma mark is gonna detonate. Oh, Kaisa doesn't have flash. She flashed out.
If that was the mark, I think that would have been a kill.
It would have killed him for sure. The missing house damage is too much. But Kaisa had to flash away from the Nautilus to start that, so she had nothing left. A resourceless champion going up against a mana-hungry, unsustaining top. This is Mordekaiser's
no,
dream.
this is the counter gank.
Oh, the counter gank's coming in from the set. Oh, the Nautilus does die. Ezreal solo, he has no mana! The true damage! The Haymaker finds it.
Can Leona finish this?
Oh, no,
triumph on
flash.
Ezreal. Oh.
Flash from the Ezreal. That was so dangerous. Ezreal shifted in with no mana. Oh, but wait. Mordekaiser got a little bit greedy. He did it back. Oh no, the Lee Sin! Overstay from the Ezreal.
I can see the rationale. You want to crash that tower.
Yeah, you need to crash that wave, but it also means you overstay, so Lee Sin gets an easy punish. So okay, so Mordekaiser goes back to lane, TP's back. He has items now. Maokai loses his flash in an early trade and went back for a null magic mantle. And now he has to go up against a revolver. So Galio can accept some laning deficits as long as he gets his mid-game or early mid-game rotations off. He's very close to level 6. So this is when the jungler too should be looking to force something around the bottom lane to snowball that lane further. There's a pretty heavy wave build up too here. Where's the Lee Sin? Lee Sin is critical. If he comes bot here and crashes this wave into the tower and ganks right now, this could swing the bot lane massively in blue team's favor. Where's the Lee Sin? Where's he going? He seems like he's going to his wolf camp.
Here's the thing, Logan. Looking at Red Team's team comp, you know how beefy, how much CC they have. Do you think in the late game they have enough damage in the team fights?
I think it fully depends on how early Kaisa is killed. Kaisa is really the only tank shredder on Red Team, because Yasuo is not really a good tank shredder. He just sat on a CC and dies. The Death Realm kidnap onto the Maokai. Maokai has to be careful. Bramble Smash buys him a little bit of time. But now he's running into a brush with Bison Vision. Good ward there, catching him out. One more smash, not isolated. Death Realm gets committed, and that's probably going to shove Maokai out. I don't think he can stay here. Oh, the cat explodes. Not enough damage. But yeah, it depends on how early Kaisa dies in late game team fights. She's the only person that can kill tanks on blue team. Lee Sin falls off so much against red team's composition right now. Yasuo can barely do it. Like, if Yasuo ever goes in, Galio taunts him, smashes him, and he just dies.
I think if Mordekaiser can just ult anybody
not to
and
mention,
take them out.
Yeah, not to mention, Yasuo has a really hard time catching Ezreal.
Especially through the front line.
Yeah, like, they have so much peel, so much protection. If this Ezreal gets ahead, it's over. Like, laning advantages be damned.
But I do think if Yasuo has his, like, 100% crit in the mid-game fights, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for red team.
Yasuo's mid-game is actually... Oh, wait. Hold that thought. Ezreal might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to cleanse out and try to walk away. One more Plasma Mark will detonate it, but Kaisa just can't finish Plasma this game. She's going to kick back the Nautilus, and they'll just claim him instead. But that's not a shutdown on the ADC. That's the target they need to kill. They commit a lot of resources, actually. Oh, wait. This is a... Oh, no!
Oh, that was well played from the Maokai right there.
Yeah,
knowing exactly the limits of his champ.
Yeah, and also you can see the Mordekaiser kind of underestimates the slow from Bramble Smash. He tanks way too many tower shots. Here's the dive. Lee Sin has no kick, but it's not needed. He kills it off. Is he gonna die? He's gonna die. Shot down to the Ezreal. That's not worth it.
As you can see, there's minor misplayed. Leona could have taken one more tower shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
She can de-aggro.
She ran away way too fast.
But still, nonetheless, good dive.
Yeah. It's a good dive, but I think Ezreal is okay with that outcome. He gets a shutdown on the Lee Sin. Oh wait, the Yasuo, he has to flash out. This might be Herald?
This should be a hero. He should deploy hero right there.
There it is. Can he do it here?
I don't think-
Tornado whips.
I don't think Yasuo should stay.
Yeah. Oh,
Can you imagine if Harold kills him right there?
that would be funny. Oh, here comes the twist of the mask. The last press onto the set. Wait, set slaps the Yasuo. He's so low. At least it kicks in. The Galio ultimate is gonna protect the set. He's just fine. At least it has to try to walk away.
Poor judgment from Yasuo.
Yeah. Lee Sin has to get out of there because he cues in, realizing the set already brought back the Maokai, and now he has to just run. Oh, but here comes a turn. Oh, the Justice Punch misses.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that was so close. That tower was so close to firing. It was frames away from firing.
I personally really dislike Bork on Yasuo.
Especially first, you should go PD first.
Yes.
Especially in like almost all melee matchups, PD first is correct.
Are you?
Oh, the catch out. Wait, Leona can't possibly get this kill. Yeah.
Oh, no ignite.
Well, she does burn a flash, but once she could have gotten the kill. I think maybe.
She could have if she sequenced it differently.
I don't think she started with solar flare. Solar flare buffs her auto attacks. I think that might have been the extra damage she needed.
She definitely missed one auto.
Yeah. Like here's the thing with Yasuo. Yasuo has a garbage mid game. Like unless he's really fed, his mid game is awful. It's the point of the game where he can't generate advantages by himself, and he doesn't have the early oppressive laning, and his ultimate is situational. He can't pop it by himself easily unless he has set up for it. Unless he's fed, that it doesn't really matter.
By him going Cutlass first, it's really delayed.
Yeah.
He gets.
Not to mention QSS tax. He has to pay that at some point in this game where this is gonna happen. Last breath is gonna catch out the more, but the rest of red team shows up.
Yeah.
That was a good collapse onto the Yasuo, and now there's a very natural rotation for red team into the
Yasuo is
Dragon Pit.
really committing on that.
Yeah.
Buying this.
They can't drag in here.
Is triggering me.
They can't drag in here. He's actually Borg. Why would Borg first?
That's really bad.
Galio is not a tank that builds health first. Like that's the thing. You don't need the.
I'm
Borg
not
first.
sure about this.
Oh wait, Nautilus is in a bit of trouble. Red team secures the Drake, but here comes the teleport from Maokai.
Look
The
at Kai'Sa,
branches
look
are
at Kai'Sa.
coming out. Zed is in the backline. He gets kicked out of the pit. He gets saved by the Lee Sin, and then the Maokai's in so much trouble as well. He's going to die. That's a 3-for-1, and red team secures Dragon. Lee Sin saved the set. Lee Sin kicked him out. If Seth stayed in the pit, he was dead to Kai'Sa.
Ooh, that was a nice
Oh,
easy
the
train.
hook. Oh, beautiful Zayas. Wait, Mordekaiser needs to go back in the tank. Oh, the tower shot. Kills him off.
Minor miscommunication.
Yeah. Minor misplay, I think. Like, that was definitely more should just walk back in the tower for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
But it doesn't matter. He's 100 CS. He's doubling Maokai. It's such a hard count. Well, it's
In
not
the
hard
wise
to
words
counter
of
Maokai. but-
Soaz, Maokai would be a dog champion.
Yeah. Like, it's not hard to counter Maokai, but when you put Maokai up against a resourceless Juggernaut, he can't live. That's some of his most nightmarish matchups where your opponent just has infinite resources in lane, and you lose resources so fast as Maokai. Like, if you're up against Garen, if you're up against Mord, if you're up against Set Top, you can't win. Even if like red team, even if like the enemy top laner intentionally takes bad trades, if they're those champions, they just recoup resources faster than you, and you can't stop them. Now Yasuo does finish Blade of the Rune King first, so he's sitting on 0 crit.
Yes.
This is no longer like since 5 years ago. You just can't get crits from rune pages anymore.
thing is-
so
Him going Blade, I assume he wants to be a split pusher. Because generally, if you want a team fight as Yasuo and you need a lifesteal item, you BT.
but here's the thing: if he wants to split push, why go for Bork over Shiv?
No, yeah, in no case would you go Bork as your first item.
Yeah, like even if you want to split pull, oh, here comes the showstopper. It's gonna be a 2-man setup here onto the tornado. Lee Sin Q's onto the Galio, easy kill for him, and now Sad has to run away. He doesn't pop
that
Haymaker
was
in
a
time.
huge turn.
Yeah, beautiful turn there by the Yasuo, getting a 2-man last breath. That's gonna be 2 for 0. They don't have Herald, but they can rip away a few plates.
I'm really impressed with the Maokai.
Oh wait, long range hook onto the Kaisa.
We'll get back to that right after.
Yeah, the blink away from the Leona. Leona's solar flare will whiff. Heal goes down from the Kaisa. That was depth charge takes away a heal, but might not have been worth it. But anyway, back to the point about mid lane.
Yeah, no, I was saying, despite Maokai being in a difficult matchup, he's done a really good job of keeping his tower healthy.
Right.
And he's at the point where he's starting to tank what the Mordekaiser is dealing out.
He's slowly stacking up the MR. I don't think it's enough for survival, but there was a teleport from Galio that actually dissuades a 3-man dive.
I just got a message from John right here. Do not look at the Leona's clan tag, guys. as you can see, John only plays minor details like that. Thank you, John. A good, valuable contribution.
You're welcome.
You're fired.
That's the only input John can offer. Look at the Leona's clan take. As you see, Logan is left speechless.
I don't want to do this anymore. I quit. Oh wait, Hex Smash over. Kaiser's gonna dash in onto the plasma marks. Oh, that's a very dead Nautilus. Unless the spider knot. No, it's not enough.
Oh, Yasuo almost just walked away from that for some reason.
And you can see he bought a cloak, so you know RNG just gave him a crit.
Wait, can Lee Sin win this?
No way. No way. No. Oh my god, the mace. But yeah, as you can see, Yasuo bought a cloak, so he has 40% crit, and RNG just gave him a crit on the Nautilus there as his only attack.
I thought Red Team was running away with the game, but
right now the game's pretty even. But here's the thing: if they survive mid game, they're better. Oh, here comes the Galio. The knockup is coming. The Haymaker finds the Kaisa. She's just gonna die.
Where did Leona go?
That Leona flew like 60 stories.
Can we replay that?
We will replay this and figure out where the hell Leona. Oh wait, hold on. That's a bug from the Death Realm. All right, we're gonna have to live with this for a while.
Leona went straight to heaven. Oh my gosh.
Well, if she went to heaven, then this background is actually appropriate. Okay, here comes the set running in from the mist. Showstopper. Where is the Leona going? Wah!
She disappeared.
As you can see, that's a bug between her Zenith Blade
and you know,
the Galio.
Turn off the fog effect. I had to do this. Skip forward a little bit on the time. Nope, just kidding.
Wow, we're stuck in the Death Realm.
We're stuck in the Death Realm, guys. Maybe? Hold on. Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Good job, Brian.
Gonna have to wait until
we're gonna reconnect to the game to get rid of that fog effect. It happens when you rewind at the time when Mordekaiser popped Death Realm.
Mord is the screen.
He literally breaks the game. So right now, as we stand in the game state, I think both teams are still pretty even. Alright, we're gonna jump right back into the action. Red team is actually gonna take Drake. We actually didn't lose any time, which is surprising.
That's really good for Red Team, though.
So Red
Team get Ocean Soul.
Red Team's on Soul Point. Once again, a Drake shutout here from EZW. They're on course to get another 4-0. Oh, I had to reorganize the scoreboard. Give me a sec. Do this.
Oh, here comes the Yasuo split push.
That. Okay, cool.
With the Bork, just as prophesized.
Yep, but he might be caught out here. The set, is he gonna start with the showstopper? The Justice Punch, the taunt, he's being locked up. The Haymaker, just barely whiffs. Wait, he went back in!
Why did you go back in?
Oh, Lee Sin's here to assist the turn! 2 for 0 on the top lane.
He is an actual super.
He is a superstar right now. And now this is in trouble. They just dropped 2 bodies and blue team's dangerously close to their base. It's just a Mordekaiser. Wait. Can he hold?
Yes. And Mordekaiser.
Yeah, Mordekaiser can hold.
Mordekaiser can.
He's not afraid of ganks. He can make anything into a 1v1. You can see here, Mordekaiser's feeling himself. He went second out of the Nashers. That's usually an item you get on Mordekaiser when you're really fed and you can carry. He definitely satisfies the fed category for now. Just because his laning matchup is really easy. Now, Nautilus does die. It's going to be a 1-for-1. Kai'Sa wins it. Kai'Sa wins this. Oh, Killer Instinct comes in. Ezreal has to try to go away. Flash is followed in. Double kill by the Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
Those were her only 2 kills of the game.
Kai'Sa left untouched.
Yeah, but those were her only 2 kills of the game. She's on the scoreboard now. What do you even do here as red team? Herald 2 is going to go the way of blue team. They might do some serious... Like right now their plays have been quite... Yeah. Red team's plays... No, blue team's plays have been quite top-centric so far. They're really shoved into the top turrets. Like despite how behind Maokai is, his tower is still alive. And these map movements top lane for blue team have actually killed off 2 turrets on red.
Yasuo Q tilted me a little.
There is one thing we need to look towards come into the mid game is can Mordekaiser 1v1 Kai'Sa or Yasuo?
Yeah.
Because right now we have never seen Mordekaiser ult those guys yet.
And right now you see Yasuo's items, he's going for Wit's End.
Is this a fight Yasuo's willing to take? I'm not sure about this.
Wait,
one.
between PD and Negatron, I think he can win this.
Yes.
Like well, Wit's End is not done, but I think he can kill the Mordekaiser. He's been itemizing to fight this Mordekaiser, and here comes the Galio. He's actually doing so much damage to him. The last breath is already committed, but the burn is way too much. The Galio rotate saves him right there.
Players.
Yeah. If he finishes Wit's End, I think he can 1v1 the Mord.
Yes,
he doesn't even need QSS. Yeah. Oh, but here comes a gank on the bot lane. Ezreal's tied up. The CC is coming. Wash. Oh my god.
Oh, the TP is just...
Oh no, the TP is a little bit too late. The Death Realm is up, but he got CC before he can even drop it.
Oh, that was a huge turn for the team. They could get 2 charges off this Herald.
Yeah, Herald 2 is dropped. It's gonna be rough here.
Yeah, they can get 2 charges. They can escort this charge and the second charge. Yeah, this is exactly what they're going to do.
Yep. Right now they don't have the means to stop this Herald. They're so tanky, but they don't have the damage. Oh wait, this might be a bad dive. The Sec gets healed up a little bit here. Galio's surrounded by 4 people. He pops the tornado. He's just gonna die to the missiles.
Okay.
That's
a
really good play. Yeah. Blue team is so far ahead now. And now here's the thing. Red team all tanks. If they get Ocean Soul, they may be able to start winning fights again. A minute out.
See, this was what I was concerned about. Does red team have the damage?
If they don't have the damage, they have to count on Ocean Soul to help them outlast.
Yes. Because right now, I feel like it's only Ezreal that's doing damage. And as soon as Ezreal goes down...
Right. He is quite slippery. Like, I think he anticipated that they're going to be heavy diving him. That's why he went cleanse.
Wait, Nautilus caught out?
Oh wait, this might be a dead Nautilus. The teleport is coming in from the Galio. Is it gonna be here in time? The depth charge is buying so much time, and the Mordekaiser's down here for the rotate. Leona's gonna cut out in the back, and the Lee Sin gets slammed by the mace. This is a 2-for-0. Very good fight here for red team. They need this fight. It came at such a critical junction too. This is gonna be Ocean Soul maybe?
Oh, Yasuo split pushing top though.
Yeah, Yasuo might kill an inhib, but I think they throw it away. Like if you get Ocean Soul here, you accept the inhib loss. But they're still committing to a fight. Kai'Sa might get caught out. She's gonna go down. Yasuo's the only survivor. He's still pushing. Wait, he needs to do serious damage to the base.
You take this. You take this.
Yeah. Easy trade for inhib. But Yasuo, he might get more. They're still not done the dragon.
Mordekaiser is coming in.
Okay, so Mordekaiser is gonna drive him off. Ocean Soul to red team. This might be what they need.
That definitely helps with the tanks regenning so much.
This might be exactly what they need.
You gotta keep in mind, despite that team fight being so favored towards the red side, Yasuo was not in it. What if Yasuo was in it? Would they?
Like,
they didn't have a
I think now that conversation changes because now you have to factor in Ocean Soul.
Right.
If that fight happened before the Soul, I think Yasuo could have won that. Because they were just missing a little bit of damage on the Nautilus.
Right.
And if they killed him first, the fight would have been different. The TP wouldn't have been effective. And also, here's the thing, I didn't even talk about the whole game. Those 2 towers red team killed, those were in the last 2 minutes. This was like 8 towers to 0 for the longest time.
Wow.
They finally found a few towers. So that means they've been losing out on so much map control. Now they might have a window to start grabbing some back. Now, just a reminder. Oh wait, this first, reminder later. They do have Ocean Soul. They could try to regen, but Nautilus has to hit someone first.
The regen is only in combat though, right?
It's only when you deal damage to enemies, or like anything. If you deal damage, you heal. Blue team's gonna go for Baron. Kaisa is here. They can shred the Baron. Galio is top. Wait, can he actually fight him?
I don't think... Oh,
wait, they threw 3 people bot. Yeah, it's just a set. Wait, they can't possibly just give up Baron like this, right? Oh, the set! He smited so early. He smited way too early. And Yasuo...
Wait, Yasuo's still alive?
He's out of there, right? Ezra...
No,
never mind. Okay, one more missed shot did it. Because Ezra didn't have red, I thought he would get out.
In the long run, I think that was a worth it trade.
Yeah, for sure. If you throw away your mid laner, you get Baron? The Baron, but though so many... Galio can't wait.
On top wave? Wait, what?
Wait, no.
What's lsuna doing there?
Okay, red team has no tanks. Red team is all tanks. They can't finish that mini wave fast enough, right?
Well, if red team gets caught right
they're
here,
forcing
really
this engage. Depth charge onto the Maokai. That he's not taking damage so far.
No, I say you give a Maokai and you leave.
Yeah, but there's such a huge wave. Like, they had to send Set to clear that wave.
Wait, Leona, I don't think you should be there.
Wait, Leona's being caught out. She's alone. Is she running away? I can't control the camera because my game's not focused. Okay. They lose a tower. 10 towers to 2. One more tower left for red team in the whole map. Just a reminder, the winner of this game goes on to the grand finals. This is a tier 1 clash. These guys are in the tier 1 division. Whoever wins this will go into a tier 1 grand finals.
Itemization that we need to look at, right? The main carries of blue side, Yasuo and Kaisa, do not have a QSS.
Yeah, but I don't think Yasuo needs it because he can actually fight more in the death realm.
But Kaisa definitely needs
Kaisa definitely needs one. If she gets locked out, she's dead. Mordekaiser are so strong.
I feel like that might be the next...
We still yet to see a full-on team fight where red team gets to make full use out of their Dragon Soul, but when they lose so much of their base, I don't think they'll ever get that chance again.
And like you mentioned earlier, tanks are really bad at clearing those super minion waves.
Like, what do they do here if blue team just like stands outside their base? They can just pull red team apart in their own base, and red team can't afford to be apart. They can't get 3 inhib here. They have no towers left. Their only tower is one of the Nexus towers. Blue team will just walk in, start hitting inhibs, and red team can't split. If you split your team, you're in danger of losing the Ezreal.
We really need to look at the next Elder Dragon spawn.
They need to find a way to force this fight. 2 minutes from now, I feel like the game will end. That Elder will decide the game.
If blue team gets Elder, it's
blue team has so much map control. Like, red team can't walk out of their base. If you walk out of your base, blue team just sends 2 people in and end the game. Or at least kill enough inhibs that the game's over.
All their tanks are melee range. It's really hard for them to ever siege. You really are relying on the Ezreal to damage.
If some way, somehow, they catch blue team in a 5v5 and kill them all, the game's over for red team. But that win condition is so narrow. Blue team has like 10 different ways to win this game right now.
Yes. Even if they forgo a team fight, they could have Yasuo split pushing it, ending the game.
Yeah. If anyone shows up in the side lane that pulls like 2 people over there, red team can't afford to fight. Ocean Soul can't help you if you're not clumped up in a full-on team fight. And right now, blue team has all the tools they need to deprive red team of that team fight. They can just play rats, like hide in ratty holes, and just play guerrilla warfare and win.
Gorilla's my favorite animal kingdom.
Guerrilla warfare. It's called that because you fight like monkeys.
Facts.
Oh, yeah, the camp.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
the
we have
set? Okay. Yellow's gonna prep her
Downtime right
shield.
now.
but
It seems like everyone's just waiting for.
They need this ocean. They need the Elder. Elder's up and a blue team got this. Red team can't go, right? No, they're gonna.
No,
they
Red
have
Team
to.
has to
They're
go.
running it.
Right now they have all their in-his spawn. It's
Yeah.
completely safe.
This is blind though. The blue team has all the time in the world to secure the vision on the pit.
I don't think blue team can fight this head on right now.
Unless they go
need
for a
to find
pincer, they have Mordekaiser. No, Mordekaiser gonna swing around and join the team. Oh my god, that damage! That was a Kaiser W.
Kaiser W and
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
Lee Q
mean-
barely did anything, but the Kaiser W.
I'm not sure about this fight.
Yeah, the branches are coming down. Okay, red team does have all inhibs, and this is a 4 on 5v5.
Mordekaiser's been-
Oh, the True Shot Barrage!
Kaiser.
True Shot Barrage is eaten by the wind wall.
Oh,
Kaiser's in the back.
Kaiser. Watch Kaiser. Watch Kaiser.
Yeah, Kaiser's free hitting so far. They're not doing damage on her, but the front line is melting. Blue team's losing the front line. Kaiser dashes back in. The Judgment will not hit her, but the Mordekaiser will find her. 5 for 1. They get the Elder.
Throughout this whole time, they were doing a good job in splitting the death ball of red team. This is why the 5 on 5 is not favored. for
Yeah,
blue.
like as you can see, like they just can't take red team in a 5 on 5. It's not possible. They're too tanky.
Blue team is not playing towards their win condition. That's the problem.
They forced that fight. Like you can tell, Maokai popped branches on the side and was rolling in, and the rest of the police are like, "Okay, we got the cash. Now we can go." But they can't do this. Like there's no way you collapse onto blue team hard enough that you just melt them all. Kaisa was free hitting the back, but the only target she found was the Mord. And now red team's
Yeah.
sitting on Elder Drake. Elder Drake lasts for 3 minutes. Now they can actually push. They still have a functional tower at home, and they have no inhibs down. If they just force out the split pushers to come out and fight, they have a way to win now.
yeah.
That incredibly narrow win condition that I mentioned, I think they just met it somehow. And now they're gonna get Baron.
I mean, the Yasuo couldn't really get onto the Ezreal.
Yeah, like there's no way you win that team fight. You have to split push to win. The outer burn. Oh, that Mystic Shot would kill the Lee Sin. Like right now, if Ezra does YOLO true shots, he probably kills someone. Lee Sin's forced back. They can't fight this Baron. They have
No,
to try to start a push now.
They can't.
If you walk in,
yes.
you die. Elder Drake will burn you.
Blue team really blundered
Yeah.
the execution.
The one fight that they cannot afford to take, they somehow, some way decide to take it. Elder buff and Baron. They're gonna get Baron recall. No cash from Leon. A solar flare finds nothing. Game's over, right?
In theory, it should be over because the one weakness of red team was they can't siege because of their short range.
Now you have
But
Elder. Now you have Elder. You have Baron.
Elder.
You have all 3 inhibs.
Yes.
You can go.
And you have soul.
Yeah.
I really question the decision making on the blue side.
4 Drakes
for
to
taking-
0 too. That's a full-on objective shutout. The only objective that's not towers that blue team got the whole game was a Herald.
If you noticed earlier, the reason why blue team was getting ahead was because they were catching out stragglers.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were finding advantages in small skirmishes where red team can't mobilize everybody.
Yes.
But now,
But now they just group as a death ball and you can't do anything.
all the objectives now on red team's side, they can force anything they want. They can't even split push. You can't split push against Baron. Baron recalls so fast. And you can't like try to delay backs either because Elder just kills you. If you try to walk in to stop the backs.
How far can red team push?
They can
this
end,
push?
right? They can force this fight. Okay, Elder timed out. Elder buff
This
is
is the
timed out.
opening. This is the opening they're looking for.
They don't have Elder buff, but they don't need Elder buff to win. They can still win team fights without it. Okay, Mordekaiser's starting a wave push bot, so they might just join him down there. The shoe's on the other foot now. Red team is the one making the death push. Such a massive
I think this
team
is too
fight
much.
by red
This is
team.
Too much.
They can't stop
This is
this,
too
right?
much.
Yeah. They're escorting 2 cannons in as well. They're just backing
Maokai
off.
to be in the flank. Same
So,
with Lee Sin.
blue ping top lane, are they gonna Hail Mary this? They have 1 TP on the Maokai. There's no way Maokai backdoors.
Maokai needs to be coming from the flank.
They
and
sent the
same with Lee Sin.
Mord. They sent the Mord home to clean it up. But that's 2 inhibs now. It's not the GG push, but red team secures 2 inhibs. So now they fully have the map on their side. Once again, Elder 2 minutes from now. Like, if they can't end the game with the first Elder, they can for sure end it with this one.
What if blue team miraculously get the Herald this time? I mean, get the Elder Drake.
Then they win. I think the Kai'Sa does
blue
enough
team-
damage that... Kai'Sa
So
does
it's
enough
all
damage that
gonna
it
be-
will win.
So it's all going to be up to the next Elder.
Right, but
Yes.
I think if red team pushes fast enough, they don't give them that chance. They're down 2 inhibs. Now they just have to push top. Baron's still taking on them. It still has a ways to
Blue
go.
team is not sending anyone to the... Want to clear that out?
Right, like the bot wave is... They're sending Yasuo now. But this push is going to be unanswered. They can't afford to send people up here. If they get caught, there's so much catch on red team. Dredge line, depth charge, set slam. They have to just keep backing off. If they get caught, it's game ending.
I think Kai'Sa should have won Zhonya's instead of Death Cap here.
Yeah, she was a little
Or
too greedy for
QSS.
damage, and now she really needs it. Like,
Yeah.
oh wait, more might be caught out here. Death Realm kidnaps somebody. He kidnaps the Leona.
That's a smart choice.
The taunt onto multi-man, but the windmill
Watch, Kai'Sa.
stopping the Ezreal damage output for now. The set is still in the back.
Kai'Sa.
Yep. Kai'Sa gets 1 kill here. She might find another. No, she will just die.
Die to Galio.
Yeah, she dies to Galio. Is this push gonna stop now? Ezreal gets tagged by Lee Sin Q.
Believe it or not, that was not the worst outcome for blue team. Despite Kai'Sa going down.
At least they stopped the push for now, right? It's now so much harder for red team to push.
Yes.
They have
so
to be
much
careful with it. Well, Yasuo has no ult, but it doesn't matter. They have to be careful here.
I don't think they can push this.
They have the back. They have the back. Elder's up in 30.
Kai'Sa really needs a QSS or a Zhonya's right now.
Her last
Ooh,
item
supposed
is
for more damage.
no BF. That long throw will likely build into a
A
not
Vamp? She's going for
A BT.
probably BT. It's gonna be a vamp. Like that's not a GA
The-
component, so it's not GA.
The Death Cap buy is really, really greedy, especially since that's not last item.
Red team's just so fat. Like they just sit on her, and she
The
can't do
only
it.
thing that could save you is Zhonya's.
Now red team, they fully respawn. They're running back now. Ezra can actually do this Elder because Ocean Drake will heal him up.
Oh, this is going to decide the game right here.
Oh wait. So blue team hasn't made a move towards red team space at all.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Yasuo's
yeah,
caught.
so gets caught. That's a game-ending
That's
catch.
game. That's game right there.
The branches come out from Maokai too, so that's her engaged to a 5-man root, but it's only gonna buy a little bit of time. Here comes the showstopper from the set. The backline 3-man slams, triple stun. The set gets sent over the wall, but now he's in the prime position to pincer. The jungler and the support has to run away. They will both look like
Yeah,
they're
that's
gonna die. Kai'Sa's gonna get pushed away. She can't output here, right? There's no safe way for her to do damage. Flash stretch line! It catches her out, and the damage is being laid down her. No QSS, no Zayas. She's in so much trouble. The Justice Punch kills her off, and the base is in shambles. Red team takes it. They're gonna move on to the grand finals.
What a turn of events.
Wow, like that was a almost game-ending catches left and right.
It all started from that first...
Yeah.
from the
Dragon
first
fight.
Elder Drake.
So unfortunately, because that game took so long, we don't see DUR0N's third game. But
We're just going to flame if he loses.
yeah, we're gonna check his match history. Assuming match history is up, there's a very good chance it's down right now.
Match history.
I'm gonna click match history here and see if he won. Damn. Okay.
Okay, I'm just going to assume Eric lost.
Now I'm gonna OPGG them. Hold on. Let me
Because-
OPGG this.
He didn't go back in after.
Well, you can only play 3 games if you lose, so...
You play 3 games regardless, because you had to end in like 1 to 8 placements. Okay, so OPGG didn't even update yet, so we don't know if you won or lost.
Okay, I'll check.
I'm gonna call him into the call for a second.
We should invite him. I want to play.
Alright, so we're just gonna leave the... Actually, I'll stay here and finish commentating the third game. You guys play. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
I'm here to conduct your post-game interview. How'd your third game go? We didn't see it at all.
It was fun and interactive.
Did you win?
No, but it was alright.
Okay. So having secured 8th place.
Yeah.
Hey, you're
What
top 8.
Top 8.
Top 8. What were your thoughts in those 3 games in general?
Have you seen the Rush clip on his most viewed clip? I'll link it to you.
Okay.
It's called Playing Jungle.
Okay. I'm assuming this sums up your feelings on this game?
Yes,
on this
yes.
Clash tournament in general? Okay. Hold on. Let me, for the sake of production value, let me just do this. Okay, let me see this.
I'm sorry, I was bottom. Top, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Top. My bad
It's
for
okay.
going bottom
I
for
saw
once.
you were trying your best.
So you had
You're
to.
carrying.
I'm always trying my best.
Stop dashing it.
Never trolling.
Yeah, you only troll
Mid
when
lane
I'm
is
there.
getting clapped because I was on bottom.
When you're
My
supporting
bad.
me, that's the only time you troll.
I'm really sorry.
But we would never lose.
Yeah, we never lose, but you, like, I feel...
Oh, Andrew,
You lose the mental warfare.
My bad.
I get the chaos and I feel the power.
Yeah, I die for your sins.
Oh, mid lane, my
You
bad.
win the game, but you
I'm
lose
sorry, I'm
the
sorry.
mental.
I shouldn't go bottom. I shouldn't go bottom. I'm
I'm
really
just
sorry.
helping Jackie build
Guys.
strong mental.
Yeah, that's true.
Please chill for a second. Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Andrew!
This, man.
Wow, that clip does end at the perfect time. So I must say, that sums up your feelings on your Clash tournament quite well, I'm assuming?
Yes, yes.
Eric, link me the clip. Link me the clip.
It's linked in
on
Discord. So you felt like that the whole way through.
All 3 games.
I see.
But it was fun. I would do it again.
So who do you think was the overall weak link in your team, all 3 games?
It was me. I had weak mental. I was a becoming emotional player.
Great. Now, it did look like for a second you were gonna win that second game until blue team just ended up having a better team comp than you and allow you to solo kill everybody. Who was doing the draft for your team? How much are you paying the coach?
You should pay me.
Because it seems like whoever was drafting for your team didn't do a good job. They just kept picking losing lane matchups all across the board.
We just spun a wheel, and the RNG gave us what we got.
Right, so your coach was an RNG wheel.
Yes.
How much did you pay that coach?
All my fruits on Animal Crossing.
Nice.
So I guess your takeaway here is don't let Tom Nook be your coach.
Unless you like RNG.
As you can see there, RNG didn't favor you. Would you think you would have 3-0'd instead of 0-3 if the RNG worked out?
Yeah. It's all a matter of time. We can't go 0-3 every time.
That sums up my jungle experience
So
too.
actually, I'm not deeply I'm not deeply involved in your Clash teams. I'm more involved in mine. But what was your highest placement ever in Clash?
I think it was 6th place.
Okay.
So how many times have you guys won in total?
I'm 1-7 right now.
Okay, so
Hey, that's better than COG.
Yeah, I can be LCS.
you guys are a tier 4 team, right?
Tier 3.
Oh, tier 3. Okay.
Wait, there's something under that?
Yeah, the
tier 5.
Clash
Above.
Clash is sorted into 4 tiers based on like overall MMR. Tier 1 is the highest. So the average MMR in your game is around gold, right, to be tier 3?
Yeah, high silver, low gold.
Right. I must say those didn't look like gold level games. There were some relentless feeding all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Tryndamere though.
Who was the
You were
Who is the
You were
primary
looking like
shot
a
caller
big
for your
Smurf.
games?
I bet it was Eric.
Tom Nook.
Ah, I see. It seems like you guys are gonna get into the game. I'm gonna finish this off because I'm still recording. I will cast their last games and I'll join you guys after.
Alright, thanks
So
for
you guys
the
have
interview.
fun. You guys have fun. I will peace out for like 40 minutes, give or take, depending on how long their game takes, and I'll be back.
Sounds.
Okay, so we're back here now. DUR0N didn't really have too good of a run. They finished at the unfortunate placement of 8th place, which is the nightmare placement everybody don't want to get in Clash. But we're back here following the other team, EZW, as they are entering their grand finals match. Whoever wins this will decide the first or second place in Clash. EZW's historical placements have been 5th, 5th, 2nd, 7th, 1st. So if they win this game, they will have been back-to-back champions of, I believe it's still Demacia Cup because Foyer Cup's next week, or is it Hextech Cup? Let me check. It is Hextech Cup. Yeah, so they will be the victories, the victors of Tier 1 Hextech Cup after having claimed victory in Demacia Cup. They are still in Champ Select, and it's going to end pretty soon, and then we can just jump right into it. So last game from EZW was extremely exciting to watch, and it came down to some very hairy decision making in the late game. There was really only one way Red Team could have won that game, and Blue Team just gave them that win condition because they were so tunneled on the Elder Drake, which is still a decision that I think really came back to bite them. And in their post-game review, they would have definitely looked at that play and say, yeah, that was the wrong move as well. Because in that situation where you're leading like 10 towers to 2, you definitely don't need Elder to win that game. What you should have done is just shut out the vision, force Red Team to come into you, and then just push. Just like split their attention away from the pit. Elder takes a hell of a long time to kill, that they can't afford to go on it. And it does seem like, once again, in-game. So let's jump into it. The grand finals of Clash Tier 1 Hextech Cup. The matchups is as thus. Top lane Mordekaiser against top lane Trundle, seems like. Jungle Hecarim against Elise. Mid lane Galio against the Valkars. Bot lane Ezreal Leona against Senna Nautilus. Senna AD carry. As of 10.6, fasting Senna is no longer dominant. I was gonna say fasting Senna build is dead, but I'm pretty sure some people are still brave enough to try it. The amount of souls you can gain in lane has been drastically cut down, so from every, I believe, 4 seconds or every 6 or 8, and you now get 3/4 of 1 AD from 1 soul instead of 1-to-1 ratio. So fasting Senna just doesn't wrap up in damage as quickly as she did before, so now she actually needs income. So playing a Senna bot lane with a Nautilus support does mean you're kind of lacking a little bit on the damage front. Trundle is probably your most sustained source of AD damage looking at this team. So it just seems like it's up to top lane and mid lane to generate their advantages for this game. So that's where I expect the Elise to make a lot of her early game movements. Senna's role in this game is just to provide the team fighting sustain they need and to provide the catch potential and just do Senna things. Although she won't be dealing out the damage, especially not into Red Team, who's once again, just like last game, running an extremely tanky composition with Galio mid and Mordekaiser top. The jungle Hecarim is kind of new. It was the replacement from Set, but other than that, they draft essentially the exact same team comp, which is surprising because this Clash team has ran these champions for so long that I haven't really seen them play anything else. And you think they scouted that out and banned them all. But it just seems like these are the picks that are really strong, really commonly picked for them, but also just a little bit shy of being ban worthy because there are other priorities for them in this game particularly. So Hecarim does seem like the answer when Set has been taken out. It does seem like that's what happened, because they would have just ran the exact same team had nothing been banned, because why fix what wasn't broken? Now the last game, Really, really hairy. If you recall to the Demacia Cup, EZW had the easiest trip ever to the finals. 2 complete stomps, like 10-15,000 gold leads in less than 20 minutes. Just not giving their opponent even a chance to breathe. In this series, they've definitely given their opponent more than a chance to breathe. So we're gonna get into the game proper now. And we'll see who will emerge the victors of Hextech Cup.
Welcome to the Demacia Clash.
This is not the Demacia Clash. I'm sure that's a spectator bug in the VO. He's running the OVO, but this is the Hextech Clash. The date today is March 28th, day 1 of Hextech Cup. Did they just not record another line for the announcer? Who knows? Oh, this might be an invade early on, but they're gonna crash headfirst into blue team. Are there gonna be visions? Okay, I don't think either team saw each other. Senna has to be careful here. If the move-in happens, she might be in a little bit of trouble. She can be the first to spot them out. No movement from red team yet. They might move in at the 50-second mark. Here they come. Senna spots it. She needs to turn tail and run. They spot everybody. No words. Nautilus is going to run away as well. Instant ping onto red team, red side jungle. Oh, once again, they plant the early ward. So Ezreal strat, always. Come here, steal away the red buff when blue team starts it, because nobody spikes that buff. But blue team does counter that play by immediately sending her to jungler top side. Alicia just says screw it, and she's gonna go start blue buff now. The 3-man core rotates back to the red buff. Very heads up play here from red team. If they got caught out there, it would have been dangerous. So Elise is just gonna abandon it and start blue. So the early ward, that's not gonna yield Ezreal an early cheeky buff. And I should reorganize the scoreboard. Senna, still the same. She can still output some very early aggression. Probably not onto this team though. She might be in danger of getting all in if they beat them to 2. And right now Ezreal very far ahead of level 2. If he beats the Senna to 2, it could be dangerous for the Senna. Leona is amazing into Senna just because the Senna really can't run away from all that lockdown that the Leona can provide. Does seem like red team will be the first to 2 on the bot lane. Meanwhile, top lane Trundle beats the Mordekaiser to the level 2 race. That means the club is coming down. Not gonna find it here. Mordekaiser will be just fine. It's definitely up to the junglers to turn these lanes around. Elise, heavily aggressive early game jungler, especially because she started blue. She's looking to make her bottom rotation now. Just shy of 3 minutes in. How's the red team vision here? They spot the Elise through the try, it seems like. But now Elise is going for an early invade. Red team still assumes that she's in the river. And she's poking her head into red team's jungle now. She might find the hacker room? No, they don't see each other. There's a wall between them. Trundle once again pops Frozen Domain, which is not so frozen in traditional Trundle. But he's gonna run face first into the burn from the Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser gonna pop his shield. He's going for this all in! Trundle has to flash out. Mordekaiser would have killed him if he didn't leave. Fighting Mordekaiser once his passive is up is always very brave. I think Trundle definitely overestimated himself there, and he pays for it with his own flash. Definitely a very huge misplay there from the top laner. He could have disengaged that fight, but opted to fight into it instead. But the Elise is here. Flash over the wall. Cocoon not gonna find it. Justice Punch is all she'll get out of that. Flash down for blue team's jungler. So far, minor summoner advantage to red team, generated from these early plays. The game will continue. No first blood yet. Everyone's gonna farm it out. Now Galio is gonna have a way easier time here against the Valkos than he did against the Yasuo from the game before. Just stack armor and you'll probably be fine. Especially because blue team's kind of lacking on the physical damage department here. Senna is eventually going to be invalidated by tanks, which red team has in spades. Trundle is really their only reliable source of AD. But he's not really too strong of a carry. And he can definitely... He's those bruiser top lanes that can definitely just be run down by a ton of CC. So Mordekaiser gonna go back, almost completes Revolver in one go. He has his teleport, but he opts not to use it here, just to get back to lane. Just because teleport in 10.6 has such a long cooldown when you use it early. By around, I forget the exact level, but I think you have to be around level 9 or so for it to be even back to the original cooldown that it was before this patch. So early TP is definitely being punished a lot. If you use it now, it's like a 6.5 minute cooldown. And it's definitely going to cripple you because you can't even make a move until Herald spawns. Like way after Herald spawns and probably is taken. Here comes a Hecarim riding down the back. He picks the Senna as his target, but Nautilus is the focus. He's going to turn his sights immediately. First blood to red team. Here comes the teleport. It's being mashed immediately by the Mordekaiser. It seems like the fight will continue. No, it's actually the mid lane is teleporting down. The taunt will go. It's actually a full-on dive. But meanwhile, Valkos snipes out the Ezreal. Oh, this is awful. And the Elise is here as well. The fight's fully turned around. It's 3 for 1 so far. Oh my goodness. That was a significant overdive from red team and a huge misplay. And they just give up 3 kills to 1. What an awful start. They find the first blood and then the rest was just messy. Galio started that dive, but Ezreal gets sniped by the Valkos. It is so unfortunate that it happened, and then they just run out of damage. Elise comes in to clean up. The Nautilus is gonna come here. The Senna Wraith finds that the root chain goes on the Ezreal, but then they run out of damage. So here comes the Hecarim. Devastating charge comes out. He's gonna try to kick the Hecarim back. Not the Hecarim, he's gonna try to kick the Nautilus, but Nautilus doesn't get kicked. Elise runs away here from the Galio. Galio has a revolver. Oh, this might be a kill. Justice punch the other way, not enough. The disintegration rate gets a kill with the help of Elise. Well, she wasn't there, but she gets the assist for laying the damage down a bit earlier. But because the jungler is confirmed to have backed, red team will try to answer with the Drake. So despite these early kills right now, the gold lead doesn't reflect that. You'd expect about 1,000, but it's only sitting at 600. There's a huge lead being generated from top lane. Mordekaiser quite a bit ahead of the Trundle here. He actually missed that cannon. Ha! I saw that. Once again, it's actually fasting Senna. Playing about a patch behind. She's not gonna be as effective as she would have liked to be. But Nautilus so far picking up the CS. It's gonna get them a pretty strong Nautilus out of it. I wonder if Senna can still... it's gonna be interesting to see if the Senna can still do her job in 10.6, essentially. Playing the build that was viable one patch ago. Oh, beautiful Mystic Shot taking away the cannon there. Ezreal gets to mop up this huge minion wave for himself. Yeah, despite these early mishaps, mid lane is really the only lane that's currently on the verge of snowballing. Bot lane is still pretty even for the most part. Top lane is still winning for red team. So blue team is definitely still needs to rely on Elise to create some more advantages for the game to really take off in their favor. The hook, it connects onto the Ezreal. There's a huge minion wave bashing into them. The True Shot Barrage comes out. Nautilus gets stunned up. Hecarim all stunned out. Mordekaiser's gonna get picked on here. He's gonna die instantly. And the 3-man top finds 1 kill, but bot lane gets fully mopped up by the jungler gank. Hecarim finds a 2 for nothing. Mordekaiser is the victim, but you're gonna need to do more than that, because he's still a CS lead over Trundle. Trundle gets that kill. Elise gonna get the Herald. That's going to be interesting because the repeat gank is a possibility. Mordekaiser, yep, he is going to predictably teleport back into his own lane. However, Elise seems to be anticipating that Trundle went back for a reset. Elise is going to take the Herald. This might be a regank. Especially if Mordekaiser decides to shove. If he freezes, this gank is not possible. Herald gets picked up. Elise immediately starts her movement back to mid lane, it seems like. Not going to go for the top regank. The thing with that top regank is it's probably not viable as well, because Mordekaiser didn't actually blow a summoner when he died. He correctly identifies that Flash would not have saved him and opts to save it. At least does circle around. It is the regank. Trundle, she's gonna try to force onto it. This is an easy cocoon angle. She's gonna find it. No, good flash. Brings the cocoon away, which means that this Herald gets a lot more difficult to just deploy. Oh, if Mordekaiser died there after teleporting, that would have been first tower. He would have been gone for so long. Now it might not even matter. The chumps farming once again. Mordekaiser so far up in CS. 82 CS to 51. He's actually leading the whole game in his minions killed. His Trundle just can't really stand up to a Mordekaiser. He can just walk in and start farming. Now bot lane aggression is coming out. Leona Zen's Blade in. The stun not going to be found. Nautilus walk away. He takes a solid chunk of his life away. And now Trundle's in so much trouble. DUR0N locks him up. Subjugate. They're stealing each other's stats, which is just hilarious to watch. And the Hecarim first to the scene. He's gonna try to turn the fight. Not needed. Mordekaiser takes away Trundle's stats and carries it with him. Meanwhile, Herald mid laner's in quite a bit of trouble. He was forced to reset from the Wildcards. So many plates. 2 plates down. Just 2 remain. 1 more play will be taken here by the Herald. Wildcard swoops it up. Mid lane's quite a bit ahead, but here comes the Hecarim. He's diving mid, and the Galio's gonna fly in as well. Bot lane, the depth charge flies out onto the Ezreal. Senna ultimate comes through. Ezreal takes so much damage, the Ignite burns him down. But meanwhile, mid lane, the 3-man rotate kills off the Valkyries. Elise will have to run, but the tower gets so heavily chunked. Leona bot lane gets stranded as well. Fasting Senna gets that kill. Ignite not gonna find it. 2 for 0 bot lane. Mid lane eats a whole bunch of plays, but they lose the Valkyries. Overall, hugely advantageous here for the blue team. Although, despite that play, the gold lead is not favoring them. Oh no, Hecarim, he might donate a kill down here. The CC from Nautilus is a little bit too much. Senna guns down the horsey. She's gonna find her 3rd kill. And that's gonna bring the gold lead back to them. So I think that the entire sequence of events definitely hugely favors blue team. They get so much more gold than red team that it's disgusting. But once again, Mordekaiser untouched in consequences. He's still very far ahead in his lane. Cloud Drake gonna go the way of blue team. So for the first time in this whole tournament, a team takes a Drake away from EZW. And at the rate this game is going, they may look to take the game away from EZW as well, denying them of their back-to-back championship. The Ocean Rift sets in. Once again, for a team full of melee beefballs, Ocean Soul is invaluable. The Drake RNG favoring red team. The DUR0N locks out the Malcos. He's burning down the Disintegration Ray. Not gonna find the Justice Punch and the taunt. He catches Trundle through his flash, and that's a very dead Trundle. Beautiful play here by the red team, grabbing the gold lead right back in their favor. Rift Herald not up, 2 minutes down, so it's not viable to contest. So now the only part that really kind of needs assistance here is the red team bot lane. The fasting Senna is kind of kicking their butt right now. Ezreal is still quite ahead, like he's not behind necessarily. It's not really easy to evaluate the gold lead and say, oh yeah, of course they have a gold lead. But Ezreal is still farming very well. He got his items around the time that you expect him to get them. 30 minutes in, he has more Mana Mune and Boots, so he's just stacking that up. He's not behind in items. It's not like he's getting soul destroyed that he desperately needs assistance. But he's not playing as freely as I imagine he wants to be. He definitely wants to be a lot more ahead than this. So now the hook, the long distance stretch line, let's find the depth charge, CC combo lays down. Ezra has the heal, but the center ultimate, it's so close to gunning him down. Now he needs to run away. Leona has to play bodyguard. She is just fine. She'll try to heal him up, but Ezra, I don't think he can afford to stay in this condition. He needs to try to get out. Oh, Leona finishes the item, but the Hecarim coming down here for a gank. The Walkots in hot pursuit. Here comes the ultimate. The Horsey comes down. The Galio ultimate is also here. Senna is going to get cut off by the True Shopper Rush. Now who's got the global? She gets shut down here by the Hecarim. The Nautilus tries to come in, but it's not enough. 1v4, he goes down. Walkots comes down as well, but he's not going to find anything. Galio's so much faster on the rotation. You can't beat the roam wars against the Galio. And this might be first tower. In a cruel twist of fate for blue team, it goes the way of their opponent on the one lane that they were actually kind of winning in. Mid lane is still their shining ray of hope though, having taken so many plates, but now the Mordekaiser rotates down. He's a scary boy. He killed off the Wildcats, and he's here to put an end to his shenanigans. Wildcats has to stay bot for now, but the push is coming down in mid. It's just gonna be Galio more, not the fastest turret killers on red team, but they're still going to take a huge chunk of it. Without turret plays, this tower melts like butter. The rotate from blue team coming down. Bot lane is sent to mid. They want to get that tower. It's a very critical tower for them to get. They can try to open up the maps through that. But red team is right now sitting on a gold lead. That early play was so hairy from red team. They just gave up 3 kills for no reason. But now they seem to be in the driver's seat once again. Just advantages generated from the jungle. At least not as proactive in the early game as she wants to be. Hecarim has just been making the bottom plays, getting bot lane out of the hole. And into a prosperous future, I'd assume. And now the bot lane cat is coming down. Protobell kills away the minions. The taunt comes down onto the Valkaz. But the Valkaz not going to get any help. He's going to be caught out. He pushed up so far by himself. The price is the mid lane turret. But they find the kill onto essentially their only strong member. And now Elise, she's going to answer this with Herald number 2. It will go their way, but Mordekaiser wards it up. He spots it. He can't contest. This is a 1v3. He's going to concede away Herald 2, and it's going to go the way of blue team. Elise will... Oh, not Elise. Senna will claim that eye. But the counter push is coming out. Red team not giving them a chance to breathe. They're going to lay siege to this turret. The rotate is coming in. Cocoon will whiff. So this tower will die. Red team answers a kill. Blue team answers the kill with a Herald, to which red team immediately replies by taking away the tower that blue team has taken from them. A very sluggish match. Advantages traded left and right. Now it's up to blue team. Can they make good use of Herald 2? Trundle in this whole time gets some free long time up top. He will finally kill off a tower. But his own is also quite dented. 2 for 2 towers overall. Blue team holds on to their top outer. Red team holds on to their bot outer. I can't say that. Say that 10 times fast. Ocean Drake has spawned. D words coming out. Hecarim's the only one here. Ezreal's still farming at mid. Leona will join. They have the vision to their advantage. They just now see the Leona. She reveals herself, but she's gonna walk into so much damage. She's gonna die immediately. Senna kills her off, and the Galio ultimate comes in, but he only rescues a corpse. The Hecarim charge, not finding anybody. He throws so far into the back that the damage is coming down. 2 kills for nothing. A very staggered engagement from red team. Ezreal might be the next one. He gets caught out. The ignite kills him off. Nautilus finds the 3rd kill. 3 for 0 so far. No, Nautilus gets killed off by the Mordekaiser, but the Trundle has made his way down. The Blast Cone not going to save the Mordekaiser. Trundle is just slapping him right now. The pulls him back. 3 for 1. That means straight goes to blue team. Such a staggered engage. Started out with the Leona getting a little bit too caught out. She was taking, I think, way more damage than she anticipated to be taking. And that actually results in her death. Senna coming up huge in that fight. Forcing the, well, not forcing, but like warding off the Hecarim dive pretty effectively. And turning around to find the damage onto the Ezreal and kill him off. So that was a huge set of advantages generated just now. Red team still holds on to a gold lead, but it's definitely not as big as it was just a minute ago. It's gonna be dangerous here. Ezreal gonna take away the red buff for himself. And now the game will continue. Trundle's actually working on a stinger, it seems. So he's going for that Triforce after a first item Visage. The game will slightly calm down. Both teams not willing to let one play be their end. This is the final. So much on the line. Oh, they're so unwilling to just throw it all away. The knockup is found. The Skullcrab gets grabbed away by the Wildcards. Mordekaiser doesn't find it. The claw just barely whiffs. So what are the next set of advantages? Baron spawning in 20, but neither of the teams are in position to kill that. It does seem like neither team really knows what to do. It's around the time to start securing vision. Baron is obviously the next play. The dances are coming out. They send the Galio bottom. He has a teleport. If they catch out the Trundle here on his back, it could be some advantages. They need to try to find picks. Red team needs to try to find flanks. They have such good flanking champions in this game. Blue team deploys their Herald. They get antsy. But this Herald gets dropped a little bit too far. It's just gonna die. Alright, I've seen ineffective Heralds, but that's I think that tops the list of inefficient Heralds. He just threw it in the middle of 3 people and fed it to the wolves. I think it was timing out or something, but still. You could have dropped it in a better place. The counter push does come out. Oh, here comes the elite. She might get caught out here. Cocoon lands on the horse. She's actually taking quite a bit of damage. And now the horse is in a little bit of trouble. He rides it down. The Senna ultimate shields him up. And now the horse has to try to run away. The disintegration ray finds a solar flare. The Ezreal kills off the elite. But now the Trundle comes in from the back. They're being staggered. Galio's alone in the back. And now the root comes down from the Senna. Teleport comes down from the Mordekaiser. He's finally joining the fight. Ezreal's on the other side of the wall. They have to call this fight off. Both teams have disengaged from each other. It's overall a 1-for-1. They kill off the junglers of each other. Dragon's up in 2 minutes. That might be where the next fight is. No one's even looking towards Baron. Trying to find the pick onto the spider. The Hecarim finds himself running out of damage. Senna ultimate, a very timely one. Shielding up the Elise, but the Elise still falls. Bought enough time for them to kill off the horsey. Once again, Wildcards walks away with the kill there. He's still pretty much, I think, the strongest member on blue team if we're not counting the Senna. Oh, but here comes the Mort. He wants it, but the slow! Wildcards Q is a 70% slow, my dude. The shield gets popped up, but the turret shot's heating so much. One more turret shot. Oh, it does not kill him off. That was such a risky dive. And he walks away, but can he walk away with his life? It does seem like he will. My god. Like 90% of the time, people would not have gone for that dive. That was a very risky one, and it seems like he understands just how much his champion can deal very well and just kills the Wildcards. I don't think the Wildcards was expecting him to dive either, because like, oh, Death Realm gets popped. He might not go in. There's a tower, but nope. Oh, the Trundle gets kicked back. The Leona is here. Solar Flare finds the stun. Subjugate. Alright. Getting a little bit of BM down here. And the Mystic Shot. Although, dilly-dallying around for an extra 5 seconds might actually cost them the Drake if they're not fast enough on the rotate. Blue team, they need to get to the Drake. They're actually going to push out this tower. It's going to be a tower kill. 23 minutes in. 3 turrets to 2. Drake has spawned in 20 seconds. The prophesized 2-minute mark has come. Who will make this move? Elise gets caught out by the claw. She has to rappel down onto the exact same spot, and the mace finds her. No jungler for this fight. That's huge. The fight finally comes through. Wildcards arrives at the scene. The life from disintegration rate, but most of the targets are pretty healthy. He channels it in Mordekaiser's face, and that just gives him a double kill. Red team finds an excellent fight right outside the Dragon Pit, and this Drake is all theirs. There's no steal possible. Tied on Drakes, 2 for 2. Are they gonna look towards Baron? No, this is a mid lane shove. Oh wait, what? They're looking for it. They can secure the vision, but I think it's too risky to start this. Well, they're starting it. The Madmen. They're gonna send the Galio and Leona out to peel. Trundle kills the blast plant and hops over. He needs to try to get vision somehow. But there's two pinks. They're locking down all the wards. Here comes the Santa Shroud, and the blue team appears out of thin air. The fight has broken out. Galio's gonna be the first victim. Elise repels up, but she's also critically low on health. She will drop back down and run away. The Hecarim is so low, but the Ezreal dives into the back. They're gonna kill off the Elise. They're gonna kill off the Senna. They're gonna kill off the Wildcats, and the Nautilus is the last victim. A clean ace from red team. They only dropped their mid laner. Baron's fully reset, and now they're pretty low. No, the Hecarim comes back in. He's just fine. They're able to fight this. Ezreal has the Vamp Scepter. He can come back in a lifesteal. A clean team fight here from red team, and that's gonna give them Baron and Asher, and that's gonna put them in such a good position here for the game. It's gonna go the way of red team, and all blue team can do is sit on the sideline as watch. Red team has slain Baron Asher. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What an explosive series of events, and red team, they take two major team fights back to back, one outside Drake Pit and one outside Baron Pit in the span of about a minute, and they just killed like 8 people. 3 people on blue team died, spawned, and just basically died again, running into their demise. Whew, 5,000. Let's just call it 6,000. We'll round up 6,000 gold lead here for the red team. Tied on towers, but let's see how long that lasts now that they have Baron. Ezra's gonna grab a quick buff for himself. They're gonna send in Mordekaiser split pushing bot, and the push is gonna begin with this next wave. Blue team might have a chance to catch a bit of a catch her breath rather, but now the push is coming in. Can they stop this? Walcott still packs damage though. If he finds a good angle to channel Disintegration Ray, that might be the miracle they need, but it might be him getting caught out instead. True Shot Barrage just barely whips him past. He's gonna start sending out the geometry, but it's not gonna be finding anything good. Hecarim gonna ride out. They're gonna try to rotate bot now. Mordekaiser's holding this wave very well. He's gonna walk up and start smacking it. Trundle can't hope to fight him. This is a 3-level lead on the Mordekaiser. That's insane. Trundle just can't find damage. He has Wit's End, but here comes a horse. The horse is gonna ride onto the turret, and the rest of red team might rotate down now. They're still gonna siege on mid. They pulled so many people bot lane for no reason whatsoever. That's their mid lane down. Red team's in the base. One more turret shot? Yeah, one more cannon shot does it. And here comes T5. Walcott's walking up a little bit too far. The Senna is here. But the life from Disintegration Ray finds the Ezreal. Ezreal gets shot down here. And now they might be running out of damage. The team fight breaks loose, and now Hell breaks loose. The Hecarim gets killed off as well. The Death Roll 1v1. Not going to pay off for the Mordekaiser. The shot down here for the Wildcats. 3-0. Wiping out so many Baron buffs. They catch a break. They find the good team fight. But they lost a lot of towers. They lose 3 towers in total here. 3 towers for 3 lives. They say it's a fair trade. Very good team fight here from the blue team. Walcott finds the Ray. He is now demonic in his scoreline. 666 it is. That Disintegration Ray through the rest of red team. It kills off the Ezreal, the critical target. Without him, there's just no damage. Well, Mordekaiser. But Mordekaiser does get piled on by the rest of blue team and killed off. That's such a huge break for blue team. If they somehow lost that fight, the game ends. They at least now bought themselves a little bit of reprieve. Drake is up in 40, but red team beats them to the draw. Do I still have water left? I don't have water left. I'm losing my voice. It's the last bit of my water. I'm getting kind of lightheaded from all this casting because I've been sitting here casting for how long now? I don't even know. Well, there was a game before this that I stopped the recording on in between, but I've been casting for 2 hours and 17 minutes straight now. We're not even counting that first game, which took about like another 20 minutes or so. I'm getting kind of lightheaded here, but it does seem like red team's in the driving seat. They might close this game out pretty soon from now. And join us as we see this game brought to its conclusion. Mordekaiser, level 16. I believe first player in the game to level 16. Yeah, he's 2 levels above everybody else on blue team one level above the Ezreal. He's so ahead in this game. He's just so strong and so fed. He's just carrying the whole team on his back. Ezreal too pulling his weight, I suppose. Whew. The game is actually settling down now because now they're just waiting for the next set of objectives to spawn. Baron Nashor in 1 minute. Red team can get it and close out the game. They know they don't need to force a siege. They don't necessarily have to dive for plays. It is an exposed mid lane inhib. They could go for this, but it's dangerous. They rather just wait for the Baron, start a push top lane. That tower, top lane T2 for blue team, not long for this world. It's gonna fall pretty soon. Yep. Dragon's gonna spawn in, well, not Dragon. Baron's gonna spawn in 30 seconds. Red team has the inside track on it. They're actually cutting off blue team from reaching the pit. Galio gets found out. Are they gonna go for it? The dredge line onto the Galio. They're gonna try to start a fight. Galio will punch away. He wants nothing to do with this. With the life from disintegration rate. Leona solar flare. Beautiful solar flare. Saving her own life there. Life from disintegration rate. Not finding that kill. And Leona gonna eat some grapes and heal to around half health. No solar flare versus no disintegration rate. They're actually around the same cooldown. Wildcats gets to the back a little bit faster. This is gonna be Baron Nashor, it seems. With no disintegration rate, they can't fight in this pit. It's very hard for blue team to secure an entrance in. They're gonna try it regardless. The rotate is coming in. Baron's melting. 10,000 health, 8,000 health. I can't even say it that fast. 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, and here comes blue team. They made it to the scene of the crime. Elise is gonna repel in. Is she gonna find the bite? She seals the Baron Nashor, and now the team fight breaks loose. Zayas immediately gets popped, and now the red team drops. So Hecarim is the first victim. Galio is gonna die as well. Ezreal's being pinned in the back of the pit. He has to try to flash out. He's carrying so much damage with him. 3 for 1, and blue team steals the Baron Nashor. Do they have a ticket back into this game now? They just might have it. No life from disintegration rate, but at least makes the hero play, and the rest of the team fight falls into chaos. And now, what do? The shoe is on the other foot. It's gonna be a 2-man solo defense, but Ezreal's top lane, they're just gonna give up the inhibitor. He's gonna start a recall up now, but it's a little bit too late. They're just gonna take the inhib and walk away. They're not gonna keep going here. They're just gonna walk away. Ezreal backs and finds nothing. Wow, this game just turned in the direction I was not expecting. Once again, soul point. This play might not matter if the soul is secured. It might be a 7-dragon game if blue team gets the jump on them. But that was a beautiful team fight from blue team. They find exactly what they need. Wildcat's gonna take blue buff. The Senna, you don't have to do damage. You just sit back and provide the rest of your team with the means to stay alive and fight forever. You can definitely see in the pit. Shooting lasers into it is just an unrivaled strategy. Leona gets caught out here by the cocoon, but she's just fine. Protobell gets popped by the Mordekaiser. Both teams relying on a miracle. Another teamfight win decides the game. Easily. Ezreal backs right before the Drake spawns. He's gonna try to run back in time. Now they're fighting without damage. He goes back for Executioners. He is very close to full build. He's just one mortal reminder away. But he has a hell of a task ahead of him. Be very careful. He does have QSS! The cocoon lands on him! but the Dredge Knight gets tanked out by the Galio, and the Hecarim stampedes into the team fight. He's dropping on the Senna. The Galio stun coming in, knockout on everybody, but Hecarim gets turned off. The life from the Disintegration Ray kills him off, and now Galio might be the next victim here. He's dropping solo. Deathstorm kidnaps away the Trundle, and now there's gonna be a team fight in there. The 1v1 is won, but the Ezreal, he's so far in the back, he gets caught out by the Elise. The Ezreal will die. This is gonna be a 2-for-1, and blue team finds another team fight victory. This might be the Drake. This is gonna take the Drake number 7, but the game might not even last that long. Leona might be the next victim here. Senna guns her down in the back. They try for the dive onto Senna, but they don't find it. They fail it. They're gonna ignore the Drake. They're going for the push. Is this the end of the game? It's actually a good call. They don't have damage left, right? It's just the Mordekaiser. There's no Deathstorm, and the Wildcard is here. Life from Disintegration Ray is back up. He just has so much cooldown reduction. And the Ray finds, it's gonna find the Mordekaiser. That's it. There's no damage left. Galio can't stop the push. EZW does not find the win here unless the Hecarim makes the magic happen. He cannot. Senna was gonna send him back to the glue factory, and the Galio is gonna get gunned down. Welcome to my casting room. The Ezreal True Shot Barrage finds the Elise, but it might not matter. The Nexus is taking so much damage, it falls. EZW secures 2nd place in Hextech Clash. Might as well conduct a post-game interview here. How do you feel?
Feels bad, man.
Feels bad. I think that was a pretty good tournament all around. 2nd place is not awful.
Yeah, that's pretty good. We threw the last game.
I definitely saw the win was coming for sure until the Elise stole the Baron.
Yeah, that was fucking bad of us, yep.
But how do you feel overall about the tournament? Because I want to go back a little bit and ask you about games 1 and 2 a little bit as well. Game 1 actually happened quite far back. But how did that
game 1 was good. Game 1 was pretty clean. Karthus almost turned their mid game, but we fucked them.
Yeah, it was a little bit hairy when Karthus started scaling up. What about game 2? Because at one point in game 2, you guys were down 10 towers to 2. Like, 3 open inhibs, 1 Nexus turret left. And it seemed like there was no way you could win that game until blue team, who had a team comp that couldn't possibly win team fights, picked the team fight on Elder Dragon Pit. And that was their downfall.
Well, they had to get Elder, I think. Our team comp was actually really good, because Yasuo gets hard countered by Galio.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Yasuo had to build really defensively. He went Blade first into Wit's End. I don't think he got 100% crit until item 4.
And their Maokai didn't really do anything. I think he was 100 CS down or something.
Like, we were saying while casting that, like, what they probably could have done is just stall time around the pit, and depending on how much time they stall, they could probably just split push to win. But instead,
they probably could have.
I think Maokai went for a really ham engage, and they saw the Roost come in and took the fight and just lost it.
Yeah, after Maokai ultimately we knew we won the fight.
Yeah, at one point you guys were down so much, like, I mean,
were we down? Yeah, we were losing, I think, at some point.
There was a pretty huge deficit all around, but just came back with a set of teamfight wins, I guess.
Also, Cleanse and QSS saves games.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So this is actually a pretty different cast, and I want to get your opinion on the other set of Clash games we casted, because we were casting 2 sets of Clash games at once.
Sorry, what? You cut off.
Oh, we were casting 2 different sets of Clash games at once, because 2 different teams were playing Clash. So over on Eric's Clash team, he unfortunately went 0-3 and took 8th place. But in game 1, the enemy Lucian, 2nd item QSS.
What the fuck? And they lost against that?
Yeah, he's 2nd item QSS and actually finished it. He built Mercurials before boots.
I mean, that's the thing. Draven did that.
Yeah, but he was Lucian.
Was it Lucian mid or bot?
Bot. He was AD carry.
God damn. How do you lose against that?
I don't know, just by being really ahead, I guess. But
game 2?
Game 1.
Game 1.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the Fun plus Phoenix, whatever.
Yeah, the Fun plus Phoenix guys. The guy on bot lane just straight up went QSS 2nd.
Silver 2 Lucian.
Which is, pretty nice. But
okay, makes sense. They have a silver 1, bronze 1, bronze 4 bot lane. Makes sense.
Yeah. So overall, I guess that's the end of day 1 of Hextech Cup. How do you feel overall?
I could have won, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Last game I don't know if you saw in the second last fight, like with my dragon, I fucking tried to go ham and kill their backline,
I
but
did see that. I was like,
the Zonia's fucked me up.
I was looking for the Ezra and they just died in the back line.
Well, no, there was if we played that front to back, we would have lost.
Yeah.
Because they were already fucking us, so I had to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it!
So I guess one last question there. This goes back to just one specific play that I kind of want to get your opinion on. During the last game, that initial dive on bot lane.
Oh, I was shouting back, but he fucking flashed up, so.
I see.
That was just miscommunication. That was just like, he thought we said go in, so he flashed in. So that wasn't really his fault.
I see. Yeah, it definitely looked like an overforce from some.
That was miscommunication.
So are you still
We
playing?
said back.
Yeah. Are you still playing tomorrow?
Yep.
Well, how do you think your chances are tomorrow?
We'll probably win.
So given that it's actually like looking at just your last few placements, you won the Mashia Cup and you got second place today. You're gonna buy a premium pass tomorrow?
I mean, the only difference between winning with a premium pass versus a normal pass is you get an 1820 skin. Oh, no, sorry, you get 1820 skin shot regardless, but you get an extra 1350 skin for free, which I don't really care.
You also get a gemstone.
Oh, I have 15 gemstones.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really need any gemstones.
I see.
There's nothing good to buy the gemstones in the store.
Alright, well, that's gonna be the end of the Clash coverage. I need to take a break because I've been shouting for 3 hours. I'm lightheaded.
Oh, nice.
So, good games overall. Thank you for playing. It was very entertaining.
Thanks for casting. Oh yes, those games were not as close as the ones from last time.
Oh, for sure.
Or not as quick. I mean,
for sure. There were some stomps last time around. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this. So look forward to the footage.
All right.
Thank you.